The New Rochelle Huguenots have run off 23 straight wins, led by Syracuse recruit Ray Rice. They stand one win away from their second straight state title. Now they'll face their toughest test of the year. The CBA Brothers, led by the best prep quarterback in the country, Greg Paulus, looking for one more trophy for his collection. It's the Huguenots and the Brothers in the game of the year next. Welcome to the Carrier Dome for the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Football Championship Saturday. The Class AA state title at stake and the top two teams in the state battling. Unbeaten New Rochelle at number 1 at 11-0 against number 2 CBA at 12-0. Hello again, everyone. Mark Larson, Dale Drypolcher, Dan Liedtke here. Welcome again to the Carrier Dome for another state title game, and this one, Dale, the game of the year, the game of the century. USA Today calls this the National Game of the Week. How much more hype do you need?
You don't need much more hype than that, and we just hope that it's better than your usual Super Bowl, but I think it's going to be a great football game.
And two great teams that like to run the ball and pass the ball. Now, New Rochelle, a big running attack, and of course CBA, the big passing attack, but that's not going to get you a state championship if you can only do one thing.
You know what? They didn't get this far with the kind of athletes they got without being able to run and pass, both teams. And you know what? McDermott can pass the ball for New Rochelle, and of course, Boyko can run. They've got a running attack at CBA, and they've got a passing attack at New Rochelle. It's just going to be great to see if they can get into a groove and feel comfortable doing what they want to do when they want to do it. That's what's going to really determine the outcome.
And both teams have dominated their competition all season long to this point. Let's see how the Huguenots got back to the state championship game for the second straight year. Number 1 in the state, they rolled North Rockland 38-7 in round 1 of the playoffs. Mount Vernon 46-0, and then in the semifinals 41-0 last week. Now Lou DiRienzo is their head coach. He's been there 13 years. This is obviously his best team ever. Number 1 in the state, 23 in a row. He talked about trying to keep that streak alive tonight.
Well, you know, they're a very high-powered offense, and we're going to try to keep it under control, keep the quarterback in the pocket, try to make him throw on rhythm, and then execute our offense.
Key players for the Huguenots, Dale. It has to start with the SU recruit, Ray Rice.
Well, Ray Rice, he's the guy. He's the New York State Colt Player of the Year, number 1 scorer in Westchester County. He's a really tough guy. He's the kind of guy that you don't want to have running in your backfield. Ray Rice is the guy that New Rochelle is going to have to count on to beat CBA.
And Glenroy Lee, one of their receiving threats, also leading tackler on defense.
You know what? He's going to see, I think his importance is going to be more in the defensive backfield today than it is, getting the passes, because CBA is going to throw the ball early and often, and he's going to be a key to stopping their passing.
Now, New Rochelle is the number 1 team in the state, but they are not in the USA Today rankings. CBA is ranked 15th in the latest USA Today national rankings. Let's see how the Brothers got to the championship game, number 2 in the state rankings. They beat FM 49-13 here at the Dome, and then Binghamton 48-16 in the quarterfinals, and Webster Thomas, again, a 30-point win in the semifinals. So the Brothers have not had much resistance here at the Carrier Dome so far. They talked about, is that an advantage as they head into their 4th straight weekend at the Dome?
I don't know. I mean, the field's 100 yards long here, just like it is outside. You know, I don't think that's a big deal. If there is an advantage, we might be a little bit deeper, and if we can stay with them and stay close and continue to press them, and maybe we got a chance to tire some of their better athletes out that are going both ways, slow them down a little bit, and so in the second half we got a little bit better shot at them.
Brothers have a lot of terrific receivers, Dale. Maybe the best of the bunch, Bruce Williams.
What a great athlete he is. He plays defense also. Both of these teams are going to have guys going both ways. Bruce Williams is a real key for CBA. He's going to have to do it offensively and defensively.
Already set state records with receptions and touchdowns this year. And Greg Paulus, how many state records does this guy have?
He's got a lot, but you know what? He doesn't have to worry about playing defense tonight. All he's got to do is do what he normally does. Throw the ball. Lately we've seen him run the ball. Let's see if Greg doesn't have one of his A games tonight.
In his final chapter as a high school football player, Greg Paulus looking to lead the Brothers to their first state football championship, but they'll have to overcome number 1 New Rochelle to do it. The Brothers and the Huguenots. Kickoff is coming up next year on Time Warner Sports. The game of the year, the game of the century, maybe the best high school football game ever in New York State football history is coming up here on Time Warner Sports as the Brothers and the Hugos get set to go.
Time on a Sports presentation of the New York State Football Championship is brought to you in part by Kinney Drugs, you're under our care, by Cole Muffler Brake, by Saturn of Syracuse and Saturn of Route 31, By Fresno's Southwest Restaurant and Bar, Camillus and North Syracuse. By Lou's Car Care. Discover the difference. And by Partners Trust Bank.
Welcome back to the Carrier Dome. CBA Brothers will start this game with the football, and we're just about to get underway in one of the most highly anticipated high school football games in New York State history. Let's head downstairs first to our third member of our broadcast crew, Dan Liedtke.
Well, thank you, Mark. As the old saying goes, if you want to beat the best, you have to play the best. The CBA is certainly going to get that opportunity here today against the defending state champions from perhaps the finest football area in the state, Westchester. New Rochelle has gotten to this point 3 of the last 5 years. In fact, in the last 2 years, Westchester teams have played in 5 of the 10 state championships, and they've won 3. And perhaps the most impressive is that teams from Westchester since 1993 have had 20 finals appearances and 11 championships. That's quite a tall order for CBA. How do they counter all that dominance? Well, it's lucky number 7, the most dominant quarterback in state history, and he leads an offense that even teams from Westchester can dream about. What a fitting cap to end his career with a state title. Back upstairs.
Thank you, Dan. As you look at Greg Paulus, who owns so many season and career records here in New York State, well, the one thing he doesn't have is a state championship yet, and he's going to try and change that this afternoon in what will be his final high school football game. He'll play in an all-star game down in Texas in January, but for all practical purposes, this is his final high school football game of a storied career, and maybe the final organized football game he plays. Still some question as to what his college plans are going to be. He will play basketball at Duke, it looks like, and that's what he keeps saying, but he hasn't signed the papers yet.
LOI, that letter of intent. So a lot of people hoping perhaps he's going to leave football options open, but that he didn't want that to be a distraction, and that's to his credit. He just wants to win this football game.
And you hear him say that, and you don't feel like it's hogwash. You really get the feeling he is focused on trying to win this state championship game. Greg Davis getting set to kick for New Rochelle, the #1 team in the state, but still somewhat of an underdog here this afternoon against #2 CBA. Bruce Williams, deep to receive.
It's also got Lobdell. I'm just going to say, I'm sorry. I just wanted to. They got twin safeties back there, so you've got double trouble.
And you don't want to go into either guy if you're New Rochelle. And this will be Lobdell at his own 10. Lobdell took one back last week, and here he goes. Lobdell brought down at the 33-yard line of New Rochelle after a 67-yard kick return to open this football game.
Going to see him get a hole right there, and then when he sees the hole, he turns it up, setting his blocker, and then just trying to get as much as he can. Lobdell, as we said, ran one back last week. He's just going to get his breath back and line up as a wide receiver. They might throw to him this play. You never can tell.
57 yards on the return, and the Brothers in business at the 33 of New Rochelle. That's Williams in motion. On first down, and Williams will get the flare pass. Slips out of 4 tackles. And a terrific 5-yard gain. Looked like it wasn't going anywhere. Williams lost his helmet. Let's run down that dangerous CBA starting offensive lineup. Jim Chapman, the lone running back. Esterbrook, Canaan, Williams, and Lobdell are the wide receivers. Cummings and John Naust are the tackles. Bon Giovanni, Dushetinsky are the guards, and Mark Callahan, a junior center, 245 pounds. On second down, this is Canaan. And Canaan breaks the tackle and gets down inside the 20. First down, CBA.
Well, they ran triple receivers then, and what you've got to do if you're going to play man-to-man, obviously everybody's got to be covered. Canaan got a little bit of separation there, and he's a possession-type receiver. He's not Lobdell, he's not Williams, but all he does is catch the ball and get the first down.
Couple of short, quick passes for Paulus to get things going. He's 2 for 2 and a first down, CBA. This time he'll give it to Chapman, and he's brought down for a loss. Fred Campbell, the defensive end, getting in there for the tackle for the loss. Let's run down the New Rochelle defense. 5 up front. McDermott and Campbell are the ends. Alfano, Granderson, and Francois in the middle. Couple of linebackers, Richard Kissy and Keith Coughlin, a sophomore. Defensive backs, Rice, Lee, Johnson, and Richards. All seniors in the defensive backfield and very athletic. Probably the most athletic secondary Greg Paulus will have seen all season. 2nd and 11. Paulus under pressure and he goes down. Greg Paulus sacked on the play. Richard Kissy. Back to the 29. It'll be 3rd and 19.
Well, you know, I want to tell you, I disagree with what their coach said is keep him in the pocket. What you want Greg Paulus to do is get out of the pocket, make him feel uncomfortable. And Kissy, good speed. He ran a blitz, got up inside, and forced Paulus to eat the ball.
Paulus thought about it and goes down again. Fred Campbell with a sack, back to the 35.
Everybody was covered. I looked downfield. Everybody had a man on him. Every CBA jersey, purple jersey, was covered by white. And you know what? As soon as he looks, he sees the same thing. He went down his little rotation of who's going to get the ball. He saw everybody was covered, brought the ball down, took a sack. They're going backwards.
Well, the drive started at the 33-yard line. Now they're back at the 35, facing a 4th and 25 yards to go.
You got to get the ball just inside the 10 for a 1st down.
And not really much benefit in punting the ball here, so they'll go for it. And this is one team that can pick it up. Paulus right side, Liddell's out there, too far. He had a step, but Paulus just a little too far, and the Brothers give it up on down. So a good job by the New Rochelle defense. After the Brothers started out on the 33, they got the football back.
They had good blocking. He had good time. They ran double coverage on Lobdell. I would have too. But you're right. He did have a little bit of a step. Had that been up a little higher, he might have been able to run underneath it for a touchdown. But they definitely know Lobdell is trouble because they had 2 guys on him.
Not an easy guy to overthrow. And look at Jeff McDermott, quarterback for New Rochelle. He's 6'6". He looks every bit of it out there. On 1st down, he'll give it off to Justin Johnson. And Johnson got across the 40. Good yardage on 1st down. Offensively for the Huguenots, Ray Rice, the SU recruit at halfback. Also Justin Johnson, Campbell the tight end, and Lee and Davis are the split ends. Up front, Francois and Ronnie Bradshaw are the tackles. Granderson and Burke are the guards. And Steve Maniscalco is the center. Jeff McDermott, the quarterback. Also a senior, 6'6". Look at the numbers. Only 40 completions, but 13 of them for touchdowns and no interceptions. 2nd and 4. Ray Rice running hard. Dario Rezzo brought him down. And it'll be 3rd and short for the Huguenots.
They run a lot of shifts at the line of scrimmage. They're running out of a wing, some kind of a wing, different kind of a wing. But right there, they start out with trips and then they shift out of it. Obviously, the reason you do that is try to confuse the defense. Make them say, well, who do I have in this play? Oh, this guy moves here. And you want to get them thinking a little bit, and hopefully they can run Rice up inside, maybe create a seam with some confusion. You see how tight he is to the quarterback.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for New Rochelle. And the ball's on the ground, and flags come down as well. And they'll sort things out down there. And it looks like it's against New Rochelle.
Dead ball. Full start. Offense.
Taking back 5, now it's 3rd and 8.
Just because they don't take much time. They're right out of the huddle and ready to go again. They get a lot of, they're snapping that ball when there's like 24 seconds left on the 25-second clock.
Here's McDermott in trouble. Gets away from one tackle, but then dragged down by the face mask by Tim Bobbitt, and that could be a 15-yarder. That could be a 1st down. Take a look at CBA defensively. Matthews and Donaldson are the defensive ends. The tackles are DeStasio and Rainbow. Hadley, Bobbitt, and Kanzadian, the linebackers. And the secondary, Williams and Pelch are the corners. Pete Giordano, Eric Esterbrook are the safeties. That was a personal foul face mask, and they'll march 15 yards off against CBA. It'll be a first down for New Rochelle at the 47-yard line of the Brothers.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. 15 yards.
And the call from Paul Gagliardi. Richard Fraley, the umpire. Matt Palma, Mike Rassin, and Joe Mosley round out the officials for this Class AA state title game. First and 10 at the 47. This is Johnson. Chased out, flags come down as Johnson loses 2 yards. Well, we'll see what the flags are about.
Greg Hadley, defensive end, linebacker, was looked like he was getting held from CBA. We'll see what the call is. But he did a nice job of closing that play down, and I looked up and looked like somebody's hand was on him.
And indeed it was a holding penalty. So 33 straight plays, we've got flags coming down. And take a look here, number 45.
Holding.
Yeah.
Offense. First down.
And a spot foul, so it's a loss of a little more than 10 as Lou DiRienzo looks on. Head coach for the New Rochelle Huguenots, trying to win his 24th straight game, second straight state championship. First and 24. Rice right up the middle and met. Arezzo, DeStasio in there.
They close that quickly. DeStasio right there first. Give the ball to Rice, a little cross action, and also Arezzo 50.
Pretty good front there. Arezzo, one of the many Division I recruits in this football game. Close to a dozen Division I athletes combined on both sides.
See that left leg bandaged on Arezzo. He'd hurt that earlier in the season. They hope to get him back to 100%. He looked pretty good on that play.
McDermott to the air, down the middle. Got his man, Campbell, first down. What a catch. First down to the 31.
Well, you talk about the running game. Fred Campbell, 6 receptions, 150 yards on the season, but the key to the play is to play fake by McDermott, and then the good protection. And you think he has any problem seeing? Not at 6'6", and he cleared him right down the middle of the field. He got his receiver, and Campbell, nice catch. Brings the ball, as you said, to the 31-yard line. So a nice passing play for the Huguenots.
29-yard gain. First down, here's Johnson, cutting it back up the middle. Got inside the 30. Now, they don't throw the football much, but Fred Campbell, the tight end, their big play guy, averages 25 yards a catch. That one was 29. And he's set up the Huguenots. Now inside the 30, facing a 2nd and 6. They try to get that ground game going. Looks like the Brothers are ready for that. Going to make McDermott beat him through the air, maybe. Flags come down again as Rice is buried. There had to be 7 Brothers in on that tackle. DeStasio there with the first contact. We'll see what the flag's about. Rash of penalties here on New Rochelle's opening possession.
A little motion. You're going to decline that, I would assume. We'll see.
Legal motion on the offense. Decline.
Could have gotten 3 more yards backwards, but you would have had the down over again. So it was a smart play. They really jammed them up inside with the number of Brothers they got in the box. It's a band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers, Brothers in arms on that play. And a 3rd and 8 upcoming at the 29 of CBA. Double handoff, Rice up the middle. Close to the first down, brought down by Bruce Williams. He got down to the 22. He needed to get close to the 21, and it's 4th and inches.
if you've come to these playoffs, as you look at Rice's numbers, you see that play. A lot of teams using this wing T with the handoff inside. You hand off to the one wing back coming around, and then he hands it back to the inside, and Rice cut up inside, brought down by Williams about a half a yard short, but that's a bread and butter play off of this wing T.
And a nice tackle there by Williams to hold him short of the first down and force a fourth down call. Well, the Brothers turned it over on downs on their opening possession. We're going to return the favor here. And more flags come down. I think somebody moved again.
I have a little problem picking up the CBA defense, I think. Oh, delay.
Delay of game.
Okay.
Kickball foul. Delay of game on the offense. Fourth down.
Huguenot's offense hurt themselves here early.
I think both teams a little bit nervous. And I think the penalty that they got right here was a pretty big one, because fourth and fairly short becomes fourth and substantial at this point. About 5.
Takes the quarterback sneak out of the picture. Rice right up the middle, first down. Rice fighting inside the 10. It'll be first and goal.
You know, this is one of these offenses, one of these players, you can make him look like he's not doing much for a while, but then eventually you get one of these. This is just a handoff inside. Nice blocking up off the left side, and he makes a nice move, runs into his own man. You can see why Syracuse is so interested in him, and he's committed to Syracuse. He is a quick guy who's able to use his feet. Look at that.
Great cut on Labdell.
Absolutely, and Labdell's a good cutter in his own right, so the ball inside the 10.
Ray Rice, 5'9", 195. Some people comparing him to Mike Hart. That was a Mike Hart type cut. First and goal for the Huguenots.
It looks like another delay.
Another delay of game. Play clock had run out, and they'll move back 5 more.
So New Rochelle really hurting themselves with penalties here in crucial situations. They came back big after the last one, Mark.
Kickball foul. Delay of game. Offense. First down.
Like Coach DiRienzo, just like you were saying, Dale, he needs to settle his guys down. That's their 5th penalty on this drive. The Brothers refused one. So having some trouble settling down a little bit. Just want to remind you the rights to this broadcast have been granted by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, representing over 1,500 secondary schools across the state of New York and the more than 500,000 boys and girls who annually participate in New York State Public High School Athletic Association Incorporated sponsored athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of this programming without the express written consent of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Incorporated is strictly prohibited. So the Huguenots facing a first and goal from the 15 after moving back 5 more.
When Coach DiRienzo came in, you know what he did? He pointed at the 25-second clock and said, "You can see him.
That's
They're
it.
up there. Check it out."
They've had a couple of delays on this drive. And like you said, just trying to settle everybody down. There's been so much talk about this game all over the state, really, on all the online message boards you go on, and USA Today even looking in on this game. And really great for New York State high school football, which is kind of taking a back seat to some of the states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, California. But New York State football in good shape. Right now, here's Johnson, almost dragged down, gets out of it. And now, trying to cut it all the way back. And Johnson, inside the 10, inside the 5. What a run by Justin Johnson. And the other thing is no flags on that. A lot of times on a play like that, somebody will block it where they're not supposed to be.
I'll tell you, I was watching Greg Davis, number 8. Watch it. I don't know if you see him as he blocks like a demon. He's a wide receiver. As you see this play start, almost had it blown up. Goes back the other way as Hadley had him. And there's a block right there. Now there's another block downfield right there. He was on Labdell as number 8. What a terrific job by Greg Davis.
Second and goal, touchdown. Ray Rice. Ray Rice scores his 21st rushing touchdown of the season. And New Rochelle has a 7-0 lead. Well, 6-0, pending the extra point. And CBA is in a hole. We haven't seen that.
Speaking of holes, there was a big hole right there off the right side for Rice, as he blasted through. Just under 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter, and Rice out to do the honors with the...
And he can make it Ray Rice 7, CBA nothing. And believe it or not, more flags come down. So despite all their problems on offense, New Rochelle still gets the touchdown on their opening drive.
And another penalty.
False start on the offense.
So Rice will now have to kick it from 25 yards out for the 1 point. Oh, straight on kicker. Rice boots it through the uprights.
Old school.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. A little Mark Mosley style. And Ray Rice makes it 7-0 New Rochelle. Defending state champions have the lead on their biggest contenders. CBA 7-0. Well, despite absorbing 5 penalties on their opening possession, Ray Rice, number 5, and the New Rochelle Huguenots have a 7-0 lead over the CBA Brothers, and kind of a statement drive. Coming right out of the gates. Some tough running yards on that play, a big pass play. And a high kick, and this is Bruce Williams at his own 6. Williams has a seam. Bruce Williams, one man to beat. Williams dragged down at the 36. Another terrific kick return for CBA. Can they cash in this time? 54 yards on the return.
I think it's imperative that they have a good series here because they've had good field position. They just have not been able to finish it off. And one thing it appears to me is you're going to see the replay here. Watch the seam. He gets great blocking and good vision. Now he makes that little move, cuts to the right, cuts to the left. And then the guy that I thought's been playing a heck of a game so far, Greg Davis, number 8's the guy who brings him down, the kicker.
Paulus pump fake, but running for his life. Now he throws. Tipped and caught by Liddell. Out of bounds at the 13. They'll give him the 11. What a play by Paulus to get out of there.
I tell you that. But you know what? He wanted to keep him in there. I would say just keep him doing this if that's what you want to do. Now, I give Paulus all the credit in the world. He didn't have time to set. Ball was a little bit underthrown, but it tipped off Glenroy Lee's hands and into LeVar Lobdell's hands. We've had more penalties here.
Flags coming down all over the field. As the Brothers have a 1st and 10 at the 11. But now they'll move back 5 yards. Both offenses struggling a little bit as far as penalties go, but overcoming, at least New Rochelle did.
Dead ball. False start. Offense.
So a 1st and 15 now back at the 16-yard line. Here's a give to Chapman. And Chapman's pulled down right away. Fred Campbell in there. And also Keith Coughlin on the tackle. Fred Campbell's a player.
He is that. Read that and got in there quickly. Number 11, Fred Campbell. Good speed on this New Rochelle team.
Give him a yard at 2nd and 14. Paulus plenty of time. Now he throws short to Bruce Williams. And no signal yet. Is it a catch? Yeah, now it is. Down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he took that one. Watch this. Yep, had his hand underneath it.
That's why he came into this game with 92 catches. Now 93. He can make the tough catch like that. 0 of 1 on 3rd down. as the Brothers facing a 3rd and 7. Lots of time for Paulus. Finally into the end zone. Touchdown. Bruce Williams.
Good pressure on Paulus, but you know what? He kept his cool and really unleashed a nice pass. And Williams, of course, was running his pattern. Watch Paulus saying, where is he? Where is he? All right, break. And now he sees him break right here, just between the two guys. Great play by Paulus, as he had Lee was right there. But he held the pattern and he broke when he needed to.
And the extra point by Estabrook, right through the uprights. And just like that, Brothers don't take long to respond, and they've tied it up at 7.
Two things. As far as New Rochelle, I'm not kicking off to them anymore, number one.
Yep. Yep.
Number two, I just keep doing what I was doing offensively because it was working. CBA, let's get the line blocking straightened out. Let's make sure we got it, because we got guys making some big plays like that one right there. And watch the play, because he broke that off because it didn't go as planned. Paulus is looking, and then he finally makes the break right there to the back of the end zone. Perfect pass in front of Lee, and Williams, who made a clutch catch to get him down there. Two big plays for number 5.
22nd touchdown catch of the season. That is a New York State record, and he continues to add to it. 3 catches today. He's got 95 for the year. That is also a New York State single-season record. He's also the all-time leading receiver in high school football history in New York State. Bruce Williams finishing off the 4-play, 36-yard drive.
If you're a receiver, CBA's team play for if you want. You like to get the ball.
Absolutely. And there's Estabrook, another one of their fine wide receivers, who also handles the place-kicking duties. And that's Ray Rice back there with Justin Johnson. And a deep kick from Estabrook. This is Rice from his own 7. Ray Rice dragged down just short of the 30. Max Greenkey in there on the tackle. And 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Huguenots have the ball back. I like the nice, simple uniforms out there. I like Penn State.
Yep. Easy to read the numbers.
And if you're winning a lot of games, they look great.
Yeah.
And they have won a lot of games. David Richards now in the backfield, and he'll get the call on first down. Up the middle, good yardage. Got about 9. They really run a lot of guys at you.
Boy, they do.
Richards, Rice, Johnson, McGee. Let's go back down to the sidelines. Dan Liedtke.
Thank you, Mark, here with Janet Rice, mother of Ray, and what a great start to a great football game. Nice touchdown by your son. The touchdown from your son to start the game off. What a great way to start this game.
Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful way to start the game. Actually, he do this all season long.
Can you tell us about his work in the classroom and some of the other sports that he plays also?
Ray's athletic ability is great. He also plays basketball. He has got the MVP award for Summer League basketball player, and he's just great. He's an all-around great kid.
Well, you got a lot to look forward to. We thank you for joining us here. We'll send it back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Dan, and we'll see him playing for the Orange here at the Carrier Dome next year. Ray Rice, the co-player of the year in the state last year, and certainly should be among the favorites for this season. Averaged almost 10 yards a carry coming into this one, and 20 touchdowns. And here's Rice, big hole, first down on a 3rd and short play all the way up to the 48. Rice got about 10 or 11.
You want to get him before he gets going. He hits the hole very quickly. A little toss. He got a nice block on the outside there from 55, one of his linemen. Well, one of the things that he does is when he sees the hole, he moves quickly.
The leading rusher and receiver on this team. 7 carries already this afternoon. And time runs out here in the first quarter before, I believe, they got the play off, or maybe they will give them the play.
Yep.
And they will. About a 6-yard pickup on the final play of the first quarter. And the Huguenots on the move again. 7-7 is our score. Shaping up to be a great ball game. Living up to the hype so far. Come back for the second quarter. Welcome back to the Carrier Dome. Big crowd out here for the Class AA State Championship game. New Rochelle and CBA tied at 7 after the first quarter. Huguenots on the move again. They're at the 46. It's a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to score on their second straight possession. You look at the quarterback, Jeff McDermott, 6 feet 6 inches tall. Really towers over that entire team in the huddle. And obviously very agile for a big guy like that. Does a lot of handing off. And does a very good job of it for the Huguenots. This is Rice. Cuts it back, first down and more. And Rice breaking tackles. Spinning inside the 30. Down to the 27. You can certainly see the ability that makes him a Division I recruit.
Well, CBA minus 14 yards rushing, 53 passing, total of 59, where you see a little more balance there for New Rochelle. Time of possession, New Rochelle's first downs 4-2. Of course, CBA scored a little bit quicker. Penalties 4-2, but very, very close game. But right now, New Rochelle, that time of possession is going to be increased, as is that rushing yardage.
First down to the 27. McDermott steps up. Now he's going to run it. And he's on the run. McDermott first down, breaking tackles inside the 5. McDermott lunges. Touchdown. Touchdown, New Rochelle. Jeff McDermott. Wow, what a run. Guys just bouncing off him.
I was going to say 6'6", 210. He broke about 5 tackles, and then he did the stretch thing at the very end. Watch. One hand on the ball. Look at the moves. Nice move here. I really like that move right there. 1, 2, 3. Carries him. Dives. Touchdown.
Ball across the plane, and McDermott, 6 feet 6. He used all of it right there to get the touchdown. And the extra point, no good. So New Rochelle settles for a 6-point lead, 13-7, after scoring a touchdown on each of their 2 possessions so far in this game. And let's take one more look.
Yeah, what a great athlete this kid is.
Pretty nimble right there.
Yeah, right. Look at that, 6'6", moving that frame. He must be a basketball player too. Look at him toting that ball and just reaching out with the ball, getting it over the end zone. 6'6" quarterback, a guy who rushes and passes, but you're going to get a look at his rushing ability right there. Terrific job by McDermott.
His 6th rushing touchdown of the season. 6 plays, 72 yards. And the Huguenots, no problems on offense that time, marched right down the field. So the CBA defense is going to have to figure some things out.
Well, what that normally means, you got to really put like 8, 9 guys in the box, but he's shown the ability to pass, obviously. So it's a chess game. It's the same thing when you're defending CBA. You know, name your poison. Which do you want to shut off? And so far, though, the New Rochelle Huguenots have been able to run the ball when they wanted to. And they've got, let's see, a big decision here. Is Greg Davis going to kick this off again? Because the field position for CBA has been short every time they've had to kick off.
You call for a squib?
I'm calling for anything but kicking it to one of those guys.
Yep. Might even be better just to kick it out of bounds and get it over with. There's the squib. The big bounce to Williams. That is on 17. And Williams looking for Sarum. He got out to the 34. A much better job for the Huguenots that time as they kept the brothers on their own side of the field.
But they do get it at the 35. Not bad field position, obviously, for the brothers.
Well, neither of these 2 teams, as we said in the open, has been tested all year. And CBA has to feel like right away they're being tested. Already the 2nd time they've trailed in this game. And Might be the first time they trailed all season. Paulus on the out and up. Got Canan, big game. Canan out of bounds at the 36. Little one-on-one move, and Matt Canan got open.
They gave him time to throw, too. The offensive line gave him good protection that time. Canan, one of those possession-type receivers. Look at Paulus. Nobody, just perfect between two guys as the defenders got separated there. It was number 4.
And there's big Brian Boyko, 44 on the run, down to the 25, and another first down.
Well, we talked at the open. Not only do you have to be able to pass, you have to be able to run, and that's exactly what CBA's doing now. Let's give them a little dose of Boyko here. Let's show that we can run also.
And Brian Boyko will run over a few guys. 6'3", 245-pounder. First down at the 25. Paulus going to run it this time. Dives down to the 22-yard line. He had a lot of time back there. Finally had to tuck it under. And that secondary for New Rochelle really giving a fit so far.
Good point. Yeah, he's looking. Lobdell's got his arm up, but I guess he decided he couldn't take a chance. So he ate the ball, got what he could. Got about 2 maybe.
2nd and 7. We'll give him 3. Good protection. Got Williams first down inside the 10. First and goal, CBA at the 6.
Little crossing pattern there. Got Williams coming underneath.
And some good protection there for Paulus.
Good job of catching the ball.
Timeout, New Rochelle.
And New Rochelle going to take a timeout, talk things over, as the CBA Brothers have driven to the 6. Wow, this game's back and forth, just like we like it. A lot of points so far. Stick around. Back at the Carry Dome, the Brothers first and goal, the 6-yard line. We're going to tie this game up with New Rochelle. Here's Boyko. Flags come down as Boyko gets inside the 5. Well, the most points New Rochelle has given up in a game this season is 7. And CBA looking to change that. Like every coach says every week when they play CBA, we've never faced an offense like this. And
right.
Always the biggest test of the year. And for CBA, same thing. This New Rochelle defense will be the best defense they will have faced. The flag is picked up, so no penalty on the play, and that's what they're playing for. Trophies and the windbreakers and the t-shirts, all the goodies. To the victor go the spoils. 2nd and goal. Boyko again, big hole, touchdown, CBA.
That was a big hole because he's a big man, and he didn't have anybody hit him.
You and I both could have squeezed through that one. Great blocking up front.
Cross block, and then Dushetinsky, 6'7", 305, led the way in. Nice blocking on that play.
Andy Bongiovanni coming across right there, clearing it out.
You're right. And the center had a nice block, too, for CBA. He's done a nice job all year. Callahan.
And Boyko gets the touchdown. And this for the lead. Well, another heavyweight bout here.
You know, this is going just like everybody said it would. You're going to score. They're going to take some time because they're running the ball, and then CBA is going to come back and score quickly, and it's pretty much the way it's gone so far.
This could end up who has the ball last.
Yep.
Wins the game. Right now, CBA with a 1-point lead, 14-13. Still 9.5 minutes left here in the first half. Class D game also started like this. Both offenses started out hot, then the defenses asserted themselves. We'll see if Same holds true here in the AA title games. You look at Boyko's season numbers. And let's take a look at the scoring drive. And Paulus had some good protection on that drive.
He did have good protection. He's getting the ball out. He got a command. He's distributing it out. Got it to Boyko, and then Williams underneath, a little crossing pattern, and then a big hole for Boyko to go through. So they've given him a lot to think about. Not only do we pass, as we said in the open, we can run the football, and that's exactly what they want to do.
And the CBA fans out in full force. This entire side of the field is filled up with Brothers fans, as it should be. The home team really here. Able to sleep in the comforts of their own beds last night, while New Rochelle had to travel up from the Westchester area. Ray Rice hoping to get another shot at a kick return. And he will. From his own 9. Breaks the tackle. Rice on the move. Tripped up as he got across the 40. Ray Rice ran right through Brian Boyko.
He did, right through an arm tackle. It's a pretty good size arm, too. You're going to see right here. Watch right here, Boyko. Boop. And then he breaks another one. Boy, he's shifty. He tripped there by himself, but, you know, I might consider not kicking to him, too.
First down at their own 41. Good field position for the Huguenots. 120-6 on the ground. And they came in with a big rushing attack, and so far so good. And the flags come down. Arezzo
calling for a penalty there.
If he had a flag, he would have thrown it.
That's right. Procedures start. But they've had a lot of these. It's time to settle down now. They had those in the first quarter.
False start on the offense. First down.
Awful nice of Arezzo to help things out there.
Yeah, right.
Yep, flinched a little bit.
Yep, you can't move when you're down there.
And Dario very quick to point that out. So first and 15 as they move back again. Justin Johnson got about 3 yards up to the 39.
Williams there on the tackle along with number 34, Mackenzie Matthews from CBA. Run a little cutback there, and that's second and about 11.
You look at Justin Johnson, 5'9", 175. We got a lot of guys about the same size for New Rochelle. They just keep shuttling them in and out. Rice, Johnson, McGee, and Richards, all about the same size. Tailback, you look at Justin's numbers, 8 yards a carry. Has a long run of 81 yards this year. Also has 9 catches, tied with Rice for leading receiver, so they like to dump it off to those guys and let them do something with it as well. Second and 12 for New Rochelle, their own 39. Here's Richards. Stacked up by Matthews and Hadley and Bobbitt. And CBA really swarming to the ball. The New Rochelle ball carriers have shown the ability to break off tackles, so they're going to really need to gang tackle.
Good point.
Third and long.
Well, you can see they get the ball off, and Richards immediately set upon by a number of CBA players, led by Mackenzie Matthews, again, 34.
And there's David Richards. That third tailback got 4 guys on the team with more than 40 rushes for the season coming in. There's McDermott in trouble, and Matthews hanging on. Going to bring him down for a sack. Tom DeStasio also in there. And the CBA defense finally stops New Rochelle.
Well, they ran trips down, and you see the outside was really taken away quickly by Donaldson, and then Matthews finished it off from the back, but number 33 did a nice job of keeping him inside. They ran a triple receivers, didn't throw the ball.
And a good kick from Ray Rice. Sends Williams back to his own 21. About an 8-yard return up to the 29, and that's where the Brothers will take back the ball. and try to add to their lead as the CBA fan section giving the defense a big hand.
Well, they really stepped it up. They did a nice job. They really kept him inside, didn't let him scramble. We had the passing down with the triple wide receivers. They dropped him in the backfield with Mackenzie Matthews, but Ricardo Donaldson did a great job of keeping that inside and not letting McDermott do anything with the ball.
First down for the Brothers at their own 29. Paulus looking for Estabrook, and Estabrook going to say he was held up.
He was. He hit him way beyond the line of scrimmage. But that's what happens in those games. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. That's Rice out there playing corner.
He's a busy man.
He is a busy man.
Kick returner.
You know, that's what Coach Casamano said. Hopefully, maybe they can make them wear down. You know, I was talking to some people. I said, you know, when your starting halfback has to play defense and run cover a 60-yard, fly pattern or a streak, can wear them down.
2nd and 10 for Paulus. Quick throw, Williams. Got the catch. Williams bouncing off tacklers. Good hard run after the catch. Got out to the 35. He's about 3 yards short of the first down.
Lee brought him down, but a nice run. He put his head down, showing that he can run hard. See if we can pick up the replay and see what it sounds like. Twunk.
Big popping out there. Bruce Williams. 5th catch of the game already. On 3rd down, Paulus rolling. Gonna keep it. A dive. Close to the first down. It'll depend on the spot.
They wisely dropped the sticks, but it looks like he got it to me.
And you can see the marker all the way, and he's signaling first down. No official signal yet.
That was a run all the way, by the way. He wanted to sell pass a little bit, but he was going to run. We've seen him do that a lot more in these playoffs, Mark. He's kept the ball and run.
He really has. He's shown a different side that we hadn't seen until the playoffs, and he's shown a great ability to do it. It's got to make Coach Casamano hold his breath a little bit when he's out there, and especially the fact that he doesn't slide. He dives.
Yeah, right. Goes head first.
Goes for that extra yard or two, and the 6th first down for CBA at their own 39. Boyko caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss. And that we haven't seen much. That was Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas, a nice read on the ball, got in there and met Boyko before he got going. Handed off, but watch number 7, right there, coming in from the side. Also got good help from Francois, 78.
Brian Thomas, senior defensive back. Francois goes 260, so he's along the middle. He puts that one back. He's Paulus on the run again, gets it away. Incomplete. And after the play, Paulus taken down to the ground by the other quarterback, Jeff McDermott. It'll be 3rd and long. You know, teams have talked about doing this to Greg Paulus all through the playoffs. This is the first team I've seen really get to him a little bit.
Right, yep. That was McDermott.
Third and 11 for the Brothers. They're 2 for 3 so far on 3rd down. All wide open to man. Can he get to the first down marker though? Whoa, he's close. Justin Johnson got out there, made a great one-on-one tackle, but it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. I'd like to see that one again and see how Canan got so wide open.
Well, they ran him inside.
Can't really see it there, but he broke out to the clear, and there was nobody 10 or 15 yards from him. Johnson closed nicely, but not in time to prevent the first down. Well, they're making him work for it. And look at that. Look at all the wide open space. Johnson, great job to close. Canan got just enough. And here's Paulus on the fake to Boyko. Talk about hold your breath time for CBA fans. Paulus taken down by big Matt Francois after a pickup of about 4.
Fake to Boyko. Got a nice look there from the Huguenots. Went up inside.
McDermott, the defensive end, was temporarily fooled on the play. 7 and 6 now into New Rochelle territory as Paulus changes the play. Brothers pick up the blitz. Canaan, first down, great catch. Down to the 32.
I'm laughing because that ball had to be perfectly thrown. He had perfect coverage on Canaan. Watch this. This is just amazing because he just puts it right where nobody is. Just a great job of throwing the ball. And you know what? Give Canaan credit. But they had him covered. They knew it was coming. He just couldn't stop it because Paulus put the ball right on the money.
And a great route by Matt Canaan, who has 4 catches already. At 41 for the season coming in, so he's right about at his average. And a first down for the Brothers at the 32. Paulus changing the play again. A lot of room out there for Paulus. Closes quickly, but he's inside the 25. About a yard or 2 short of the first down.
It's a great job. You know, you do that, you run out of the shotgun. Watch what he does. Everybody's backing off for the pass, the defensive back. See them all running backwards? Now all of a sudden he steps up and Rice says, uh-oh, this guy is now coming straight up. And he has to come up and play him. That's Lee, actually, 6, who helped make the stop.
And a 2nd and a yard now from the 24. The Brothers marching again. Williams on the end around. First down. And a little more, down close to the 20. And that play has generally worked for the Brothers this season.
Tough sledding in there, but he got enough for the first down. New Rochelle, nice job of coming up and jamming it, but Bradshaw, number 12 in there. See him, a little bit of gets a good block out there from Dushatinski and then puts his head down. Timeout. CBA.
Timeout, CBA.
Well, the Brothers using a timeout. They've got 2 left as they're facing a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of New Rochelle. 3:51 to play here in the first half. Very well played half on both sides of the football. As you look at the Huguenots and their season in review, and look at that. They have pitched 6 shutouts. They've never given up more than 7, as I said earlier. And now they've given up 14, and the Brothers on the move again. Only 32 points they've given up all year. So this is not a defense that's used to being pushed around.
Oh, no, and that's what he does. He slices and dices you. You know, he does these little bang, 7, 8, 10, 12 yards, and then gives it to his fullback, and he runs. So, you know, it's a very interesting offense to watch. And with the 4 wideouts and sometimes 5, it puts a lot of stress on the secondary. And I noticed that Paulus has been getting more consistent protection than he did in the first quarter.
The closest game they've played all year. Their first 2 games they won by 28. New Rochelle. So a very dominant season, but so far it looks like they've left their match. The Brothers 1st and 10. Paulus under pressure gets it off to Liddell. It's picked off. Great adjustment to the ball by Glenroy Lee, who gets the interception. The bad news is it's inside his own 1-yard line. And that's where the Huguenots will have to try and push it out from. What a big pick. Liddell was open.
Yeah, he was open. He didn't throw it far enough. Watch right there. Just a great athletic move. Just needed to be a little bit further because Liddell was behind him. But I don't think he was able to step up and deliver that the way he wanted to. But a great athletic play by Lee to go up and get that ball. Congratulations.
Yeah. His 3rd interception of the season keeps the Brothers off the scoreboard, at least temporarily. But New Rochelle starts at its own inch line. I mean, it almost couldn't be any closer to the goal line. And McDermott going to try and give himself a little breathing room. He got a little, maybe a yard on first down.
One of the things that they want to do is get this ball out of here. And Let's see if they don't try to get to the perimeter a little bit with number 5, Mr. Rice.
They got it out to the 2-yard line, actually, on first down, so 2nd and 8. Up the middle, that's Rice, and nowhere to go. Brothers defense stacked him up, no gain, possibly a loss of 1.
They're going to be considering here a timeout. See what? Look at good penetration. Oh, that's Arezzo.
Yep.
Man, he got in there with his whole body.
So back to the 1-yard line now. And 3rd and 10. And when you're on the 1-yard line, it's 3rd and 10. That's not really a situation you want to be in. You do not still want to make a mistake here. Quick pass, McDermott out to Johnson, and Johnson cuts it up and gets the first down.
Nice play.
He had Greg Davis out front, leading the way, and he's able to spring him for the first down.
Bad news is Williams is down. So he comes through to try to make this tackle. Watch Williams, number 5, right here. Then he did not get up. And you see the first down, but Williams is down on the carpet.
An obvious cause for concern for the CBA sideline and the fan section. Bruce Williams, his coach calls him the best player in the league, is down on the field with 2:07 to go here in the first half. Gonna take one more look, and looks like he took a shot in the head.
He's going to come through right, comes down low right here. And it looks like right there, oh yeah, he got a knee in the head. Got his bell rung. I hope that's just one of those temporary things you can see right here when he comes through, right there. Yep.
So both teams will head to the sidelines while they are attending to Bruce Williams, who is now sitting up on the field. So that's a good sign. It could just be his head's buzzing a little bit.
He's a tough kid. Cornerback.
Such a key player.
Yeah. Wide receiver.
Just about every play out there for the brothers. And obviously they're hoping that he can come back in this football game. And he's up on his feet. And Williams being helped off the field. Looks like he'll be okay. We'll try and get an update for you. And the CBA fans breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief there as Williams comes off the field. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for New Rochelle. Let's go down to the sideline and see if Dan Lika has an update.
Injury update on Williams. You guys called it knee to the head. He's just a little shaken up. The doctors say he will return. He's a tough kid. He's going to get right back in there, just get a little bit of water and a little bit of rest, but we'll see him back in this game, back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Dan, as Bruce tries and shake out the cobwebs, as they say. Now 1st and 10 for New Rochelle. And a big first down. It was 3rd and 10 at their own 1-yard line. Now they've got a little cushion. And here's Richards dragged down the backfield. Dario Arezzo, another big play.
Dario Arezzo, who had a knee injury earlier in the year, thought it might cost him the season, came back little by little. And you're going to see him, the penetration right here. Penetrates. They're going to let him go because you figure, hey, he's not going to catch anybody. But he's got good speed. He just bulldogs Richards and puts him on the turf right there.
Arezzo considering scholarship offers from the likes of Wisconsin. And others. And it's a 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. And Rice up the middle, big hole, first down. As Ray Rice gets out to the 23. Boy, he has really got burst.
He does have a burst, doesn't he?
Goes from 0 to 60 in no time.
But he's dangerous. And you know what? He puts his head down, so he runs north and south. He'll make a couple of moves, but he's leaning forwards, headed up the field.
10 carries, 68 yards already for Rice. And to the air, McDermott wide open. Justin Johnson. It's a foot race. Estabrook can't bring him down. Steve Peltz gets down there to save the touchdown. And I mentioned they like to get the ball to the tailbacks out of the backfield, and Justin Johnson was in the clear.
Yes, he was. They were going down the right sideline. See him right there? Zone defense. Everybody kind of passed him off, and the safety lost sight of him. And if you lose sight of somebody, that's going to be a bit of trouble.
60 yards on the pickup, and it's a first down at the 17. As more flags come down. 40 seconds to go here in the first half, and suddenly the Huguenots have gone from their own 1 to scoring position. From the end zone to the red zone.
We're going to get the call on a penalty here as the timeout's taken also.
Timeout. CBA. No flag.
No flag. Okay. So CBA is want to make sure that they've got 40 seconds left to make sure they've got all their defenses set.
And you look at their season. Defense has given up some points in the last 5 games or so. The Henninger game, their closest game of the year. And 3 games at the Dome, won by 36, 32, and 30 in the playoffs. So they have been in command throughout this playoff run, but so far it appears they've met their match as well. And all the expectations they've been under all season long, and they have produced week after week. And now you get to this point, and for both teams, really anything less than a state championship would be disappointing, and that's just the hard truth of it.
And that's that's the good news, bad news. You know, when you say, the good news is we're one of the best teams in the state. The bad news is if you lose the state championship, you have a bad year.
When you get to this level, that's just the way it is. So with 40 seconds left in the first half, the New Rochelle Huguenots trying to regain the lead.
I'd be watching Mr. McDermott. The last time from about there, I think he rambled in, didn't he?
Yes, he did. McDermott running for his life this time, throws it over the middle, and dangerous play knocked down by Giordano. He was going into the end zone. That's the kind of pass you always see intercepted.
Yeah, but there are 3 receivers and 4 defensive guys there. Watch, everybody's going to the left as he runs to his left. Now he's got to throw. You see them all closing in. He was open for a minute, but the other Giordano was coming from the other side. So he had one guy beat, but Giordano was back in his zone and came over and knocked the ball away.
Great play by Pete Giordano.
Taking the place of Williams, who's still sitting on the sideline and will obviously until this halftime. Well, there's the guy who's done such a good job for New Rochelle, McDermott. Let's see what he comes up with.
2nd and 10. Here's Rice. Kind of horse-collared by Ricardo Donaldson. And a short gain, and New Rochelle will have to use their final timeout. 29 seconds to go here in the first half. And it's 3rd and 8.
New Rochelle.
So they can get a first down. They got 29 seconds left. They have no timeouts. So they got to be smart. I guess they figure they can perhaps run it if they need to once or twice if they get down there and spike it or whatever they need to do. But right now they're talking it over in the huddle.
And the recent Class AA champions, New Rochelle last year beating Webster Schrader, who had won the previous 2 state titles. So we could have back-to-back champions again in Class AA. And that is actually the entire list of AA champions, as you can see. No teams from Section 3 in there. And the brothers trying to change all that this afternoon. In fact, the only State champions from Section 3 are in Class D. And the Brothers defense trying to preserve the lead here. 29 seconds left in the first half, 3rd and 8. 50% on 3rd down on the Huguenots. McDermott, clear, complete. Rice, first down inside the 5. And down to 1.
Good pass receiver out of the backfield. Hit Rice.
Clock stops while they set the change, but New Rochelle trying to get up there to spike the ball and stop it. He's down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. They're taking their time, starting the clock up again.
Rougher there, just. Now it's fine.
Rice, touchdown, New Rochelle. 99-yard drive to take the lead back just before halftime.
Yep, that first down was crucial that they got down there because they had the ball on their 6-inch line, and this is the result. That's just a power play, and they got good hold. Nice blocking on the on that onside there by the whole right side of the line, and a nice block also by Johnson. Sets that touchdown up for Mr. Rice, and now they're going to go for 2, I assume.
14 seconds left in the half. It's a 5-point lead for the Huguenots. And they'll try and boost that up to 7 on the 2-point try. Rice, the lone setback. Richards in motion. And the option play. McDermott stretches. And he got it. 2 points for New Rochelle. 21-14 with 14 seconds left to go in the first half.
They've shown that option look a couple times. Quarterback keeps the ball, 6'6", going to stretch himself out.
Got the play at the goal line again.
Yep.
So how about that? That wasn't just 99 yards. That was 99 3/4 of a yard. They were down virtually at their goal line to start that drive out after the interception by Glenroy Lee. And the Huguenots cash in. And they've got a 7-point lead on CBA, so it looks like the Brothers will head into halftime trailing. New territory for CBA. New Rochelle, what an impressive quarterback, Jeff McDermott.
There's the blocking they had. They had blocked down and kicked out. Just a huge hole open off the right side. And we said Johnson, number 2, made a nice block on the outside and opened that right up as Ray Rice up to 71 yards on 12 carries. He's working hard. He's playing some defense too.
And he's now scored 30 touchdowns for the season. And you wonder how many more he'd have had he played in the second half of most of their games. Like Greg Paulus, Ray Rice was pulled usually at halftime or after 3/4 because of New Rochelle's blowout wins. And he still has put up some impressive numbers. And talk about impressive numbers, 99 yards in 10 plays. They converted a 3rd and 10 from their own 1 and took it all the way down into the end zone. Davis is scripted, hits Hadley, has to jump on the ball at the 40. Greg Hadley, good awareness to turn around and fall on the football. With 12 seconds left, Paulus will get a couple of cracks at it. And I've seen him score in less than 12 seconds before, haven't we?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what play they come up with.
From their own 40. Blitz coming, Paulus, Estabrook, complete at the 49. 7 seconds left, first down, the clock stops temporarily. And CBA has 1 timeout left. We'll see if they use it here. And it appears as if they will.
CBA has not wanted a timeout.
There'll be a first down at the 49. 7 seconds left. And CBA not done yet. 12 seconds is a lot of time when you've got a quarterback like Greg Paulus. And he's got him in position for at least a shot at the end zone. 10 of 14 so far. The interception down on the 1 yard line, and you know that's the one he's thinking about. And Ray Rice really has been a story in this football game so far on both sides of the ball. And on kick returns as well.
And you see how quick he hits the hole, how he's always moving. He give you some moves, but he always keeps going north and south, which is impressive. That's the kind of runner you want to be.
And he really punishes tacklers.
He does that.
All right, here we go. Could be the final play of the first half. His pass rolls right. Has to escape some pressure. He's going to run this one and out of bounds, and the clock runs out. So the brothers will head into the locker room trailing by 7. Impressive first half for both teams. Just as we hoped and had expected. Number 1 against number 2. Both teams unbeaten. Still with a lot to prove. And New Rochelle, a couple of quarters away from their 2nd straight state championship and their 24th straight win. Well, they've got some work to do. Let's go downstairs to Dan Liedtke.
Thank you, Mark. Coach, some unfamiliar territory here at halftime down. What do you tell your kids to get back in this game?
Look, we're playing a great game. You know, that kid made a phenomenal pick down there in the end zone. We just got to keep playing our ball. We thought we had him worn down. We were going to try and kick it in there. Greg made a call. He thought he had something there, you know, and they made a great play. We're fine. We just have to continue to play high intensity, try to wear them down and win this game in the 4th quarter.
Best of luck, Coach. Thank you very much. Back upstairs, guys.
All right, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Coach. For the CBA Brothers. A little bit different feel at halftime. What do you think, Dale?
Yeah, I agree with him, though. That was a great play. That guy went up and made that pick. Had it not been, it could have been a touchdown. But you know what? What it could have, should have. He knows they're playing well. They just got to come back and play their game.
A lot of time left. Can't wait for the second half. But first, we'll run down the first half. Highlights, stats, all that coming up next on Time Warner Sports 26. In the USA Today National Game of the Week, AA State Championship, the 15th ranked nationally, CBA Brothers trailing the New Rochelle Huguenots 21-14 here at halftime. Let's go downstairs. Dan Liedtke has a guest from New Rochelle.
Thank you, Mark. The athletic director, Dr. John Magnotta. Thanks for joining us at halftime. Heck of a football game here.
It's a great first half. Both teams are very good, very competitive, a lot of skilled athletes. This quarterback we heard from CBA was everything. He's phenomenal. Yeah.
You have quite a massive athletic department and some great things going on outside of football. Can you tell our viewers about that?
We have a very extensive athletic program, 68 athletic teams within the school district. Besides the football teams had great success. Our cheerleaders that are performing at halftime are ranked number 2 in the country, brought a lot of pride to the community. Our girls track program is always one of the tops in the state, boys soccer, so many excellent programs.
You were the recipient of a National Football Foundation grant. Can you tell us a little bit about that grant and what that helps you with in your athletic department?
Yeah, we were very pleased this year to receive the Play It Smart Foundation grant from the National Football Hall of Fame. And what it is, it's an academic monitoring tutoring program. It's a 4-year program. We have a $20,000 grant for the next 4 years to monitor the football players. Hopefully, besides the athletic success, hopefully have good academic success.
Your fan support's been fantastic. Just an absolutely huge crowd that you've brought along with you. How about the support from some of your fans?
Well, we have great support within the community. The football program has done very well, so it's created a lot of community civic pride. We're very glad they took that 5-hour ride to support the team.
Can you tell our viewers here in Syracuse a little bit about football in Westchester County, how competitive it is, and how many great teams come from that area, including New Rochelle, obviously?
Section 1 has a lot of great football. I think when you look at the state titles that have been won over the years, Section 1 has won the most in all the 5 classes, so we're very well represented. It's a tough area for football, yes.
Dr. Magnotta, we appreciate your time here at halftime. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We're at halftime. The score, New Rochelle 21, CBA 14. You're watching high school football on Time Warner Sports. We'll be back with more right after this.
Okay. Halftime here at the Carrier Dome. Class AA title game. New Rochelle leads CBA 21-14. Before the young men come back out on the field, let's meet the young women working hard down there. Dan Liedtke down on the sideline.
Thank you, Mark. Now let's take That time every game we do at halftime to meet the cheerleaders. First we're going to meet CBA and they're going to perform for us.
Hi, my name is Katie Wilson. I'm a senior. Hey, I'm Heidi and I'm a junior. Hi, I'm Liz and I'm a junior. Hi, I'm Amber X and I'm a junior. Hi, I'm Kristen and I'm a junior. Hi, I'm Ian and I'm a sophomore. Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm a freshman. Hi, I'm Desi Barala and I'm a freshman. Hi, I'm Carly and I'm in 8th grade. Hey, I'm standing in for Sarah Mira today.
Hey, Coach, thanks for joining us. Team, some injuries, unfortunately, but they're still going to tough it out.
We are. We're going to do a good job today. We're going to win and be state champions.
Well, let's let the girls take it away here.
Okay, thank you. Senior. Lisa Atkins, I'm a senior. Stephanie Lally, I'm a senior. Christina Calderaro, senior. Catherine Gentile, senior. Julia Ayers, senior. Nicole Hollings, a senior. I'm Dana Balloon, I'm a junior. Nicole Galbert, junior. Kristen Williams, I'm a junior. Lindsay Vogelman, junior. Noel Puglisi, junior. Wendy O'Sullivan, junior. Tiara Jenkins, I'm a freshman. Hi, I'm Tashona Cook, and I'm a sophomore. Sasha Nasanowitz, and I'm a sophomore. Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm a junior. Hi, I'm Polka, and I'm a sophomore. Ariana Snobry, 11th grade. Allison Cappian, junior. Zaki Aneshi, Ariel Turner, sophomore.
And that's the new Rochelle cheerleaders. They're going to move out on the field and do a little short performance for us.
Now we're going to hear from the new Rochelle band.
That's the nationally ranked New Rochelle cheerleaders. A great performance at halftime. We'll be back with a little bit more stats and highlights. The halftime score, New Rochelle 21, CBA 14. You're watching Time Warner Sports, Channel 26. Keep it here. Back with more right after this.
A nice group of CBA alums coming back to support the brothers as they bid for the school's first state football championship. But they're trailing here at halftime to number 1 New Rochelle, 21-14. And Dale, this game was heavily hyped, highly anticipated, and so far so good. Lots of highlights in the first half.
Lived up to its billing, didn't it? Here's the Huguenots. You're going to get a look at Ray Rice. Guy who's done an excellent job, hits the hole, very impressive. And here's another guy who's impressive. Mark McDermott, the quarterback. He's going to come down, make a couple of moves, leap, extend himself, get the touchdown right there. Nice job by McDermott. I've never seen a pick like this. Look at the athleticism. Lee's going to come over right at the top of that, brought that ball down. Great pick. Started their 99-yard drive. This finished it off. That's Rice's second touchdown. Let's look at the brothers. They got 3 kick returns for 131 yards. This one's lopped out. 74 yards to start things off. And then Williams got one for 57. So the special teams have been doing a good job of setting up. They got them in the red zone 4 times. They've only converted twice. Nice pass here to in the back of the end zone to Williams, who got hurt, and now you're going to see Boyko go through. Williams not hurt on that play, but was hurt earlier. It's going to be problematic to see whether he comes back. Let's look at the stats here. Total offense, 253 to 158. one of the things that you look at the rushing, CBA only 30 yards rushing, but they throw the ball, that's their offense. They might want to get a little bit more yards rushing, but they're down by 7. Everything else is pretty even. Penalties 5 to 3, but the total offense 253 to 158. CBA, that one touchdown that they got when they threw the pick, had they been able to complete that, it might have been a different story, but that's not the way it is. As Coach Casamano said, you know what, we've been playing well, we just got to come back and play our brand of ball.
And almost every one of those New Rochelle penalties was on their first possession, on their first drive, when they scored a touchdown anyway. Since then, they've settled down. And you look at Bruce Williams, who looks like he's ready to come back into this game, out on the field for warm-ups before the start of the second half, and he's coming out on the field as they will decide which team's going which way. Brothers started this game with the football, so New Rochelle, after going 99 yards, will get the ball back here to start the second half.
CBA's got to come up with a defensive answer this first series here, because they got to keep New Rochelle off the scoreboard. If they don't, it can change the whole tenor of the game. They're down by 7 at this point. You don't want to go down by 14. Let's look at New Rochelle's possessions. Touchdown, touchdown, punt, touchdown. Not bad. 3 out of 4 for New Rochelle.
And that last one, the 99 3/4 yard drive, 10 plays, as they not only got themselves out of trouble on their own goal line, but went all the way for the touchdown. Meanwhile, the CBA possessions. First one started at the 32-yard line of New Rochelle. They turned it over on downs. Then touchdown, touchdown. The interception at the inch line as they were looking to go in again, and then the end of the first half. So just the one minor mistake there by Greg Paulus. And that's been enough to give New Rochelle the advantage, and they'll get a chance to add to it. As you look at Paulus and getting warmed up, and stretched out. Greg Paulus maybe facing the final 2 quarters of his organized football career.
We talked about kickoff returns. There's a guy right there who can bring it back. They had a kickoff return of 33 yards, and
his average coming in 53 yards a return.
Well, there's a guy you don't want to
kick 4 returns, yeah. So even I would know enough to try and keep it away from him, and that's what they're trying to do. And this is the up man taking it out of bounds. Short of the 40, Travis Edwards dragged out of bounds, and flags come down, and they're going to tack on possibly 15 yards to this short return.
That was not a good penalty. None of them are good. But, see, he's out of bounds. You got to stop right there, and that was Greenkey, number 9, I believe. He was in the white area. You've got him out of bounds. Just put your hands up and let him go, because you had a pretty decent stop shy of the 40. You know, when you're kicking like that, you don't mind it up there. 35 would be preferable where it goes out of bounds, but we're going to hear what the call is right now.
Late hit out of bounds. First down.
And they'll march it all the way to the 47 of CBA.
Short field for the Huguenots and Rice.
And they've already proven they don't need the advantage of a short field.
No.
Going 99 on their last possession. Now they only have to go about half that. Here's Johnson. First play of the second half. Got about 4 yards. Greg Hadley on the tackle.
They run that perimeter. They pull the guard and the tackle. They just turn and sprint and get to the outside, get an interference out in front of the runner. When you got a guy like Rice, that's what you need.
And they have he and Rice both at 5'9". But when you look at Johnson run out there, he looks a little smaller than that, a little quicker, a lot quicker maybe, but kind of an effective, change up. You like to have the different looks when you hand the football off. 2nd and 6. Richards in motion. This is Rice slipping out of the tackle initially of Mackenzie Matthews, but dragged down short of the 40. And they still need 4 yards for a first down.
This is one of the things when you've got 2 great teams, especially in high school, you have to be able to say, look, we're down now, guys, but you're not used to it. So we got to come back and we got to keep playing our game. You're looking at talking about wearing people down. CBA talked about it. Mackenzie Matthews up a little slow. They're number 34 for the Brothers.
3rd down and 4. Rice in motion. McDermott going deep. And it's caught inside the 10. First and goal. Glenn Davis having a hard time getting up after that one, but what a great catch. Great adjustment to the ball. And a first and goal at the 7.
What a great play. Ran a little fake. They had Rice out in motion. Everybody's worried about Rice. He goes long over Lobdell's head in a great athletic move by number 8 to bring that ball, and he came right down on his back. And this is a tough place to come down flat on your back. You see it right there. Good look. Nice camera angle. You see him make the adjustment. Comes up in front of Lobdell. Great grab. Reminded me of Lee's interception. These guys very athletic, and Greg Davis way up in the air for that one. Gets them into scoring position just this quickly, but got up a little slowly and going to get the wind knocked out of him. I think he landed right on his back, and that's a tough, as I said, this is a hard surface, Mark.
34 yards on the catch for Greg Davis, who has thrown some key blocks in this game, and now he gets into the stat book with his first catch and a big one. And New Rochelle threatening to go up 2 touchdowns on CBA. Rice looking for a hole, got one, touchdown New Rochelle.
Well, he's tough, isn't he? And this offense is tough because they get you to stretch out, and then he cuts it up inside. They pull everybody, and then it looks like a sweep, but when he reads any crack, watch, he's going to get the ball. Looks like it's going outside. He reads this crack. Oh, I'm going to go back out. Now I cut up inside. Nice block. I'm just going to bowl over Williams into the end zone.
Yeah, Bruce Williams back out there on defense, takes another shot for Ray Rice. He packs the wall up, and Rice will try and add the extra point and make it a 2-touchdown lead.
No, make it? Oh, that was just inside.
Snuck it in there, and it's 28-14. And the CBA defense looking for answers as Ray Rice gets into the end zone for the 3rd time in the game. The Huguenots in control here. Early 3rd quarter. Lots of time left for the Brothers to try and come back. Jeff McDermott kicking off for New Rochelle, and this one right out of bounds. And you know, it's not such a bad thing when you have Williams and Lobdell back there to receive. Just give him the ball to 35 and call it even.
I think he did it on purpose. I think he just kicked it out of bounds and figured they can take a penalty, though. They can make him kick it over 5 yards back.
That's true. But it looks like they'll take it at the 35. Now look at that touchdown as Rice somewhere in there, and then finally cuts it upfield and knocks over Williams, just bowls him over. Boy, he's a tough running back.
I'll tell you what, that Lee does a heck of a job blocking, too, number 6. I guess you can't take it. I thought maybe you could make him kick it over again, but I guess you can't.
Well, the Brothers on that 35 down 2 touchdowns. First possession of the second half. With flare pass to Boyko, and McDermott saw that one coming. Only got a yard on the play.
Nice close there by McDermott. They ran a blitz inside, right up the gut. Safety blitz. Watch the safety come right there, and they said, well, I'll just dump it off. And McDermott closed. Did a nice job of reading that play on Boyko. They got maybe a yard.
Wallace finds Williams, first down CBA. As Bruce Williams, who was shaken up near the end of that first half, back in the game, and he's got his 6th catch and a first down for CBA.
You know
what do they need him?
Other than Paulus, I would say, and this crossing, with a nice look at it right here as he comes underneath. They run that a lot on this crossing pattern. If this guy was out and couldn't come back, other than Paulus, that would have been a disaster for CBA.
I agree. Here's Chapman. Draw play up the middle, and he got about 8 yards on first down into New Rochelle territory at 47. And they haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Got to keep that defense honest and keep the pressure off Paulus back there.
Yeah, they trapped. They pulled a big tackle. Dushetinsky, the guard rather. Dushetinsky ran a trap inside.
Williams and Lobdell out near side to the right. Second and short, and Paulus will run it first down. This time he'll slide down to the 35. Good idea. Not much benefit in getting an extra yard or two there. You don't need it.
No, you don't. You've already gotten what you need. If you got to stretch for the first down, so be it. But you take a look at Williams there, 6'4", 1-1. Williams has 6, Canan 4, Lobdell 1, and Esterbrook 1.
They've done a nice job on Lobdell so far. Only one catch. And he's a big deep threat. First and 10, 36. Boyko, big hole and a hurdle. Boyko down to the 20. Well, the big man's got some nimble feet.
He does. Quick feet. Watch him do this nice hole. And then he jumps over, keeps his balance. Nice job. He got some good blocking up there. Giovanni, 64, and he held good block and let Boyko go through.
First down to 21. Chapman. More good running room for Jim Chapman down close to the 15. And suddenly the CBA running game getting itself going.
I think they're trying to wear him down a little bit here as, you know, you don't get run down as much on the pass as you're trying to stop that run as CBA knows, because they've been trying to stop Rice. And here you get a good look at number 20 coming right at you, and Chapman picked up good yardage on first down.
And two of the defensive tackles for New Rochelle also playing offense, so maybe trying to grind those guys a little bit. Second and 5. Paulus, nice fake to get out of there. And he's going to run it for the first down. First and goal to 6. CBA, Paulus fired up.
Kissy 44 getting up slowly as we've seen this lately. We said that he hadn't done this much earlier in the year, but look, good job. See him running off right there? See, they got Williams open. But you know what? It's easy to see now, but Paulus was running right there. Didn't have a chance to see him, but you're right. It was a great look at how open Williams was. Great camera work. But Paulus elected to turn it up and got the first down, and we got some guys from New Rochelle cramping up a little bit there. One of the things about playing in the dome, I mentioned before, is people feel it gets a little close in here. You know, there's no fresh air in terms of a breeze or anything. You're not outside, and if you're not used to it, it can get a little close in here.
Well, you got to think that Greg Paulus, like all great athletes, all great competitors, likes a good challenge. And right now when he looks up at the scoreboard and sees his team trailing by 14, I think in a way he's got to like that a little bit. And he certainly knows he's got his hands full. Let's go downstairs to another handful, Dan Liedtke.
Well, thanks, Mark. That's the best thing you've called me all year. Here with Jeff McDermott. His son's also the quarterback. Here's an interesting story you just made me aware of. Greg Paulus for CBA, the quarterback, and then the point guard for the basketball team. Your son's also the point guard for his basketball team. Tell us about that.
Yes, he is.
And how did you get on the field? You got a field pass, a camera. He doubles as a father, a photographer. How'd you work that out? I like that.
Volunteer.
Your son's having a great game so far. And tell us about the team and the season this year so far.
Thank you, man. He's having fun. I'm having fun watching him every week. When it's over, I'm going to miss it. But then I'll be watching him playing basketball, so I have just as much fun.
Thank you for your time. We'll send it back upstairs.
Thank you, Dan. And Dan's got the camera down on the field. Well, he worked that one out.
Yeah, I volunteered.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, his son had a nice touchdown earlier and been playing all over the field.
How about that, a 6'6" point guard?
Yeah, not a bad job, huh? 6'6" point guard. There's a guy who's played well, too, Glenroy Lee.
It'd be nice to see McDermott and Paulus go out on the basketball court as well. It'd be an interesting matchup. Second and goal now. Boyko up the middle. Touchdown, CBA.
Well, he just rammed that one right down the middle, right down their throat.
And they really ran that ball most of the way in.
Right. And the quarterback did a lot of the running, but he gives it to the 245-pound fullback this time. Nice blocking up front. He got a real nice pull from Giovanni. Nice blocking, and of course the center, Callahan, who does such a good job for CBA. Mark Callahan, as you see the extra point go through. So CBA answers.
Well, they're halfway there.
Yep.
We're trailing by 14, and now it's a 7-point game. As the CBA fans get back into it, Brian Boyko, 2 touchdowns on the afternoon. Yeah, good idea to give it to this guy when you're down there in close.
Yeah, there was the pull by 64 Bongiovanni. He got a great look at it and then opened up that hole. Good blocking by the offensive line down there, and that's what you need.
Well, now the question is, can the CBA defense stop that New Rochelle offense?
That's the question.
Big question.
Coming into this, CBA has not faced a team like New Rochelle. And against Henniger, they had some defense. Still had problems, but Henniger was able to move the ball on them. But, that was Henniger. Henniger's a pretty good team. But now you look at New Rochelle, especially Rice and the weapons they got in McDermott, this is tough. So their defense is going to have to step up here because, you know what? McDermott can throw the ball, and Rice certainly can run the ball.
And that's what their coach was talking about yesterday. If you look at the Nero band, Luigi Rienzo, when I asked him about going up against CBA, he came out and said it. I don't know if they can stop us. We can run it and we can throw it around pretty well too. And so far, that statement is standing up as the Huguenots will start this drive out on their own 35. 7:01 to go here in the third quarter. And New Rochelle in front by a touchdown.
On the season, New Rochelle, 80.5 yards passing, come in 148 today.
They've had a couple of big gainers as Greg Paul is trailing in the passing department. He'll be the first to tell you it's that number on the scoreboard that matters the most to him. He's got so many state records already. He just wants that gold medal. Rice upheaded by Williams. The two number 5s coming together.
That was a good collision.
Yeah, they both gave each other a look afterwards. Yeah. As Williams shaken up in the first half, but apparently he's got his senses back together.
That's where you take him right there. You do not want to go up around his shoulders or his thighs. And
now he's still got 5 yards on the play. Rice spinning at the line. Stop short. Got about 2. It'll be 3rd and 3. Mike Suits in on the tackle for CBA. And they are looking at somebody over on the New Rochelle sideline. Trying to figure out who that is. Stripped off the pads. That's Richard Kissy over there, starting linebacker.
Yeah, he got up slowly. I did see that. I didn't lost track of him.
First down, McDermott brought down. Tim Bobbitt with a sack. And the brother defense got it done that time.
Watch Bobbitt, shot the gap right there. Got on McDermott's ankles and brought him down. Big play by 59. He was unblocked.
Yeah, McDermott never had a chance. And Bobbitt came through with a big sack, and they finally stopped him.
Well, we just said, that it's important imperative they do something defensively.
Look out, Rice taking off, and he stopped short. And the brothers will start inside the 40.
Mackenzie Matthews was in there. I don't know, that looked like he just decided to run quite early. Watch. He didn't have enough time. Yeah, Mackenzie Matthews was in there. And then he got Dario Rezzo. Stopped him. So that's a big play. That's a short field.
And Matthews was unblocked on the punt. He was going to smother that ball, maybe take it out of the air and run it in. So Rice just tried to tuck it and run. And CBA special teams and the defense getting the ball back to the offense, and it's a first down. Canan over the middle. Inside the 20. First down, the ball's loose. And it's still loose. Recovered by New Rochelle.
Now they're going to give it to New Rochelle.
And another turnover inside the 10-yard line for the CBA offense.
Was that Lee, I think, there, number 6. Really was a beautiful play, and they hit Canan. Watch Canan when he gets the ball. Right here, right over the middle. Right there, he stripped him. That was Lee, number 6. Well, he's had a great game.
Gets the strip, and he gets the regard. Look how he jumps high in the air.
Estabrook almost got it, but then it's Lee again. Boy, that's a special play that he made right there.
He also had the interception at the 1-yard line. So Glenroy Lee coming up with a couple turnovers inside of his own 10 to turn away the Brothers. First down at the 6, Rice. Got about 8 yards.
Well, he's tough. There's Lee. Watch what Lee does. This is a terrific athlete. He's the guy that made the interception. Watch. He's going to strip it right there. And then the ball's bouncing. Estabrook almost has it, but watch number 6 has gotten up again, leapt over the pile, came up with the fumble. What a great job by number 6.
He jumped like a cat. I mean, he was way up in the air recovering that fumble, and he came down on it. And Glenroy Lee going back out, plays a wide receiver. 2nd and 2 for New Rochelle. Rice, first down. Out across the 25, Estabrook may have saved a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. That was very close.
You just get the feeling he is going to break one.
Well, he's running with purpose. He is a tough guy.
Right through the tackle of Arezzo there.
He's getting good blocking. Francois, again, 78. Big 260-pound tackle, but also his center.
114 yards, 3 touchdowns for Ray Rice. Still 4 minutes left in the third. Double handoff. Johnson, nice cut. Got across the 35. About 3 yards short of the first down. Williams in on the tackle.
He's been getting excellent play from his center, too. Maniscalco, as you see somebody comes up limping for New Rochelle. Johnson, number 2. Looks like a hamstring. He's walking pretty slowly.
Could be another cramp.
Up pretty high. Usually you get a cramp in the calf. He grabbed the right back like it's the...
So Johnson will limp off the field. It's a 2nd and 3. McDermott, first down. Campbell finally dragged down to the 48. Fred Campbell, he's a big target. 6'2", 225.
Well, we talked about the team that can run and the team that can pass, and they both can run and both can pass. You're going to get a look at it right here. McDermott, that 6'6" frame, he just stands up. He's got great vision, obviously, at 6'6", and he delivers the ball right on the button. And Campbell, first down.
Yeah, the Brothers were bringing some heat. Nice poise by McDermott to stand in and deliver the ball. And that's Justin McGee. His first carry of the day, sophomore. And he gets across midfield. He got about 4 yards.
Peltz brought him down.
Another guy about the same size, 5'10", 190. And he is in there for Justin Johnson, who was helped off the field. They just keep bringing him in. 5 touchdowns on the year for McGee. And 50 carries, so it's not like he's not used to this. That's Rice in motion. They're going to swing it to Rice. He's wide open. And he can't hang on to the football. Incomplete.
That was some hit.
You got Williams over there, Liddell.
Williams.
Boy, Williams and Rice really going after each other.
Watch this nice touch on the ball by McDermott.
Liddell.
Oh, it was Liddell. I'm sorry, you're right. Yep. It was Liddell. Thought it was 5 on 5, but that was a good call. He never had possession of the ball. Watch, he's bobbling it right there, and Liddell just Liddell him.
Yeah, he let him know. Our big third down for New Rochelle, 3rd and 7. And here come the Brothers. Rice dragged down. Arezzo made the play.
Yeah, he just got a hand up on him, and just enough to let him lose some steam. That's a big defensive stand by the Brothers, because it looked like all the momentum had shifted. They were going down for a touchdown again, fumbled the ball, and then they got to come back and play against Rice. And there's Arezzo, just got enough to bring him down.
Got to throw off his balance a little bit. Yep. Rice went down, and it's 4th and 5. And Rice, normally the punter, but
no, not now.
McDermott's back there now. Wow, that was close to being blocked. Good kick. It's going to bounce into the end zone. McDermott on the ground looking for a roughing the kicker call, but not going to get there as Mackenzie Matthews almost got this one.
Very close. Yep. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to leave and throw yourself in front of the kicker's foot so that you can block it coming off his foot and not touch him.
And he was even a left-footed kicker, which would have given Matthews a little advantage there, but somehow he got it out of there, and McDermott's still down on the field. And you talk about a key player, quarterback and the defensive end. And Coach DiRienzo's got to be a little concerned.
He looks a little concerned. I would be if my star quarterback and defensive person is out there laying on the ground. I'm just getting a little water. Maybe he's all right.
Great kick by McDermott, too.
I think it's a cramp. Take a look at what CBA had done in the last drive. They went with a lot of different looks, but they ran the ball with Chapman. They ran the ball with Paulus. They ran the ball with Boyko. They ran the ball with Chapman again. And then Paulus down. And then finally, Boyko.
So the Brothers showing they can run the ball a little bit as well, establishing that. Start out the second half. They got the ball back and fumbled it inside of the 10-yard line of New Rochelle, but defense is held again. And CBA has the ball back.
Sorry, I was just going to say, they put pressure on their own defense.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, I've got to give New Rochelle credit. They went that 99 yards after the pass that Paulus just a little bit too short, and then when they fumbled going in for another touchdown, they really, you know, the defense has got to be going out there and saying, oh, geez, you know, what do we got to do here? But they've come up with two big stops. I give them credit. But right now, New Rochelle's got to say, now we got to stop CBA, and they still have McDermott sitting out there at about the 45-yard line.
And you look at Glenroy Lee, who has been a key player for that defense.
I like this guy, yeah. He's a senior, 6'2". Look at that pick. That was a great play he made. And then he stripped the ball right there. And then watch, eventually this cat-like Lee,
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere he came and got that ball. Great job by Lee, number 6. He's played a heck of a football game for New Rochelle.
And another one of those Division I prospects out on the field. It's almost like a college football game in some ways out there. So many D1 athletes as McDermott is now over on the New Rochelle sideline, still limping a little bit. And here's Paulus up, first down, Liddell. It's a foot race, and Liddell dragged out of bounds. All the way down to the 22-yard line. And a quick snap by the Brothers, and nobody was on LeVar Liddell.
They got him looking, and Liddell just was out. Lee's going to bring him down. Nice job by Liddell. He's got a little bit of an angle. That's just the angle he needed, and it was losing a little bit of ground, but a nice job by Lee of bringing him down.
Really good job to run him down. Glenroy Lee saved another touchdown. Got 2 turnovers. He's forced inside the 10, so Lee really saving the day. Let's go back downstairs to Dan Liedtke.
An injury update on Jeff McDermott, number 4, stretching his leg out. Pretty severe cramps, trying to hydrate him as much as possible and get him back in his football game. Let's send it back upstairs.
Thank you, Dan, as you suspected there.
Yeah, one thing, Casamento, I see these guys from New Rochelle getting a little tired here, and you know, that's the thing that Casamento had said he'd like to do is going into the fourth quarter, see if he couldn't tire out some of the guys, because they got a lot of guys going both ways at the skill positions, you know, defensive backs and running back and wide receiver and things, so, you know, it may be taking its toll right now. We know McDermott's got some cramps.
Well, I give Glenroy Lee a lot of credit, though, to run down Liddell. A little surprised to see that.
He had a slight angle, but you're right. He just did a nice job of getting at the very end.
And Liddell on the sidelines, getting a breather. Halliday, Estabrook, and Williams out there, 2 in the backfield. And this is Chapman. Trying to get the running game going again, and not much room for Chapman. And they're also looking at Ray Rice over there on the sidelines. And more cause for concern for the Huguenots. Looks like his shoulder's hurting.
Yeah,
Dan Leaka, you got an update?
And Ray Rice, it's a collarbone, guys. And they're going to take a hard look at this. It's his left collarbone. Obviously, a lot of concern for the star running back. I'll update you when I find out a little bit more, but it's definitely the collarbone. Back upstairs.
Thank you, Dan. Paulus on the run.
Oh, what a catch! Oh, no!
No catch. He had Williams and Canan in the same area. Canan came down with it, but just out of bounds, apparently. It'll be 3rd and 10.
I didn't think he had room to throw. Watch this. There's the throw. Williams, 2 guys in the same area.
Oh, who caught it?
Yeah, it was Williams. It was Williams that caught it. Good call. He was out of bounds.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd is big. They got to do something here.
McDell back in there. He's wide to the right. Paulus Estabrook can't hang on. Great hit. David Richards knocked the ball loose from Estabrook. He would have had a first down. And it's 4th and 10 from the 22.
These guys are hitters. That was a nice hit by Richards. 5'9", 175. Watch the timing. Just put his head right on the ball. Nice tackle.
That's just like you want to see it on the film.
Yep.
Helmet on the ball. Wrap him up. Take him down. 4th and 10. Brothers would go. Paulus. Change in the play. Into the end zone. Wide open. Williams touchdown.
Well, Paulus changed that play. He called the right one.
Bruce Williams got himself so open. That was almost a tough catch.
Oh, they had a blown coverage there. He just went straight out. Nope.
No safety help back there.
No, it looked like they both passed him off like it was a zone and they thought somebody was going to be deep.
And flags come down before the extra point attempt as the Brothers will try and tie this game up after trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Dead ball. Substitution infraction on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
12 guys on the field there.
Well, if they move them 5 yards, they'll be in the end zone.
I don't think they can do that.
Yeah. Take it up to the 1.5. And a little bit closer for Estabrook. 23 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Brothers trying to tie this one up. And they do. And Greg Paulus pumping his fist on the sideline as he and Williams hook up for the 2nd time tonight. And we're back to a tie game. And Bruce Williams, who left this game with temporarily shaken up late in the 2nd quarter, has come back to score the tying touchdown.
Nice look. He looked him off well, and he just snuck behind everybody. He was the 2nd man in the formation, and nobody picked him up.
And Greg Paulus, 42nd touchdown of the season, 151st for his career. And you look at how he spreads the ball around, keeps everybody happy. Very impressive stuff there. Paulus not finished yet. They're back to even. But now it's up to the defense again to get the ball back. And what a game.
It is a great game. Remember I said at the beginning, I hoped it lived up to its hype, and it obviously has. Now, you know what I would do? I'd kick the ball out of bounds like New Rochelle did. I'd give him the ball at the 35.
Tell you what, I hope the Super Bowl is this good.
Yeah. Rice obviously not back in there yet.
And a low squibber. This is Glenroy Lee. Oh, he's kicked up by his own man. It'll be down at the 24-yard line. That's where New Rochelle take over. I don't think I want the ball in Glenroy Lee's hands either.
No, I don't think so.
So 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And
who's the quarterback? Who's the running back? Let's see. I don't see McDermott in there.
Well, Ray Rice, starting running back, and here comes Jeff McDermott.
There comes McDermott.
Not exactly.
He's not running a little gingerly.
No, running athletically, looking a little stiff. He's getting some treatment for cramps on the sidelines, but he's back in there now at 1st and 10 from his own 24. And they give to Richards, who was taken down after a 2-yard gain, and that CBA defense digging in a little bit. Tim Bobbitt on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't see Rice in there, do you?
Well, there he is.
No, I'll be saying
behind that guy on the bench, and we'll see what Dan Leitkin knows about Ray Rice.
Thank you, Mark. The update is broken left collarbone. His return, highly unlikely. We'll send it back upstairs.
I have to say...
Not with a broken collarbone.
I would have to say impossible, almost.
No, he's done. That's too bad. He played a great game. He's got to be heartbroken.
Well, the CBA Brothers have everything going their way right now. It's tied at 28, and the best player for New Rochelle is on the sideline. Ray Rice in pain and agony, mentally and physically. Done for the night, broken collarbone. And it's tied at 28 as we start the 4th quarter. McDermott going long. Davis has it! Greg Davis is going to score a touchdown. Flag on the field. I think it's pass interference against CBA, and Greg Davis with a huge play.
74 yards.
He had Lebdell waving his arms, trying to distract him, but Davis made a great catch on the first play of the 4th quarter and scores the go-ahead touchdown.
He just did a streak right there. That was a great job of concentrating, getting his hands on that football. Into the end zone. Obviously going to be declined as you look at the replay, because they got the ball right away to Greg Davis. Nice pass.
Well, that's got to make Ray Rice feel a little bit better on the sidelines, as Greg Davis comes up with right now the play of the game, giving New Rochelle the lead back when CBA had everything going its way.
All momentum is now going back to New Rochelle. Now you got to go uphill. You get 2 possessions to beat them, and you got 11 minutes.
Rice is also the place kicker, so they'll have to replace him there as well. And Greg Davis,
he's the kickoff man,
going to stay on and try and add the extra point. That is perfect. Well, what a turn of events. Ray Rice goes to the sidelines for the game. It looks like the Brothers are about to take control of the game, and then Greg Davis pulls it down against all odds with Lebdell all over it.
Yeah, you got to tackle him right there. You know what? You might as well tackle him. It's not that big a deal. But he tried. He did the best he could, but I'll tell you what, he got behind him in fine fashion, and Davis, on a terrific pass from McDermott, gets him back into the lead with 11:49.
He's going to keep that football. I don't blame him. Or just going to kick off with it. All right. Well.
Yeah, I don't think in high school they let you keep it.
All right, I guess not. 14 touchdown passes now for McDermott, who again was on the sidelines with cramps just a few minutes ago. So he comes in, throws his 14th touchdown pass of the season against no interceptions. 2 plays, 76 yards. And the Huguenots saying we're not done yet.
Boy, Davis is fast, isn't he?
I just can't believe he was able to pick up the ball with Lebdell.
Yep.
Draped all over him, 6'3" and 195 pounds, and Greg Davis somehow caught the football and ran it in.
Well, we got what, 63 points scored? Is that right? My math? Okay, Chuck, you know my math.
Pretty good.
Mark.
You're not a math teacher, right?
No, I'm not.
But you did well there. Here's Davis. And Williams at his own 14. And Williams, good kick coverage that time for New Rochelle as he takes it out to his own 24. And that's where Greg Paulus and the Brothers going to try and come back again.
You know, they got that fumble was, you know, they figured they could have gotten the momentum, and it keeps shifting back and forth. Could be the last team with the ball wins.
Well, CBA scored 2 times in the third quarter to tie it up. Now they're trailing again as we get the fourth quarter going from his own 24. Quick pass to Liddell, breaks a couple tackles. And it's finally brought down as he gets across the 30, about 4 yards short of the first down. Let's go back down to the sidelines. Dan Liedtke.
I'm here with Dick Cerrone, who is the chairman for the New York State Public High School Athletic Association football. And what a great game to showcase a great event here today.
Well, it's the number 1 and 2 team in the state, and it's, they're both playing against each other, so you know, the state title is on the line for them. But it's been a great game, great game.
Tell us about the other games. What a great weekend, a great tournament we've had here yesterday and today.
Well, you know, kids look forward to this, and the games have been outstanding. It's just, you know, yesterday's game, it was too bad you had to have a loser because they both played so well.
Well, Dick, we appreciate your time. It's always a great event. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Dan. And Paulus running that one on second down. He got a couple. He's a couple yards short.
Not exactly what he wanted to do.
He was looking deep downfield, but everybody was covered.
Yep, they give New Rochelle credit. On occasion, they've blown coverages, but they've done a nice job part of the time, too.
Big 3rd and 2. Paul is going to throw for it, first down. Canan. Only a 5-yard catch, but a key catch for Matt Canan. And he gives the Brothers a first down.
You know what Paul does so well? He makes it look like a run, and the corner says, I can't stay in no man's land. I got to come up and honor this. So see him right there? He comes up, and then he just drops it off, and it's an easy pass and catch. Not for a heck of a lot of yards, but certainly enough to get the first down. And Kissy was the guy, number 44, who was out. Didn't know what to do. Get caught between going after the quarterback and playing pass defense.
From the 37, Paulus looking deep. Esterbrook's out there. Got it. To the 27. He put the hand up. Greg saw him. And Esterbrook, a big target out there at 6'4", brought it down for 36 yards.
I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the ball. Actually, I thought he might drop it off to his back, but Chapman was out there, but he went with the big guy down the field, and he went up and got it. Esterbrook, watch Esterbrook here. Nice crossing pattern. Good look at it right there. Just trying to scrape him off. He's got his hand up. Just a little bit underthrown, but he turns around and gets it.
Here's Boyko. Big hit. Boyko goes down inside the 25. A big stick out there by Glenroy Lee.
Man, he's tough, isn't he?
He is ferocious. I'd like to see him in the orange next season. I guess you will lose a brilliant safety. Glenroy Lee would be a nice replacement, wouldn't he? A timeout, CBA.
Timeout, CBA.
It's their first.
They're facing a 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line of New Rochelle. Trailing by a touchdown with 10 minutes to go here in the Class AA state title game. Number 1, New Rochelle leading number 2, CBA by 7. Ready to go here. It's 2nd and 6 at the 23. Paulus to the end zone. Williams. Touchdown, CBA. What a throw.
Great look, great pass.
And that is Bruce Williams' 100th catch of the season. And it's a tying touchdown, possibly in the AA state title game.
Did you see? He looked it off and looked it off. Double coverage, and the man Lee, our man, couldn't get that one.
Perfectly thrown ball. And a perfectly kicked ball on the extra point. And once again, CBA has come back to tie. 35-35. Third touchdown catch of the game for Bruce Williams. And boy, aren't they glad he came back. 100 catches on the season. 24 touchdowns. and counting for Bruce Williams, and perfectly thrown. I think Glenroy Lee was surprised he didn't get his hand on that ball. We'll take one more look. Great camera work out there.
Yeah, he looked it off the whole way and just perfectly put that. What great concentration by Williams. There's a guy who's been under-recruited, I would say.
Yeah, he's a college defensive back is what they say, but hard to believe he won't get some time on offense, too, at the next level after the numbers he's putting up. 8 catches, 98 yards for this game. 3 of them in the end zone. And the Brothers have tied it up again. 9:59 to go here. And another barn burner. Just what we were hoping for.
Don't forget, Ray Rice is out with a broken collarbone.
He has scored 3 touchdowns for New Rochelle. This is David Richards. Nice move, but he's going to be stacked up at the 20.
It's the longest field they'll have to go in a long time. They've been playing with a short field.
Greg Paulus, another 300-yard game. 320. 19 of 26. 3 touchdowns. Just another day at the office for Greg Paulus, who's now over 3,600 yards for this season. 43 touchdowns. His season record of 45 touchdowns. A little jeopardy right now.
By the way, you think somebody's going to find number 8? Greg Davis?
Liddell is on number 8. And that was the matchup before when Davis took it all the way. Tied at 35. McGee. Got about 7 or 8.
They got a lot of good backs, though. You know what? Rice is in the class by himself, but these guys are very, very tough that are coming in and replaced him. Justin McGee, 5'10", 190. He's only a sophomore. And they got a nice stable of running backs there.
Still a lot of time left in this game. Boy, anything can happen. And again, like we said at the beginning, last team of the football could be the winner. Second and short. First down. Richards took a hit.
Darko Arezzo and number 45 teamed up for that one. Hadley and Arezzo.
Dave Richards. Go back to the huddle, ask somebody what day it is.
Makes a cut. There's a hit. Oh, my. Both of them met at him at the same time.
Good job by Richards to hang on to that football, and he got the first down, but boy, did he pay for it. Now under 9 minutes to play. This CBA defense is trying to dig in once again. Here's Richards again. Give him some credit. Takes a hit, keeps going.
Ripping off some yardage.
Again, he's listed at 5'9", 175, but I just don't think so. Tough guy, though. Really tough to bounce back from that hit. We got another 8 yards.
Now, this is a good down to go long. Second and short.
And New Rochelle, you see there, had given up 32 points all season long. They've given up 35. And we've still got 8 minutes to go. Brought down for a loss that time. That's Tom DeStasio in there. And the Brothers force a 3rd down. And 3 coming up. And a very big 3rd down at that. Double handoff that time, and Brothers saw it coming. Justin Johnson brought down. And the CBA fans trying to fire up the defense for a big stop here. 3rd and 3 at the 38. Not going to get there. Flags come down. Look out, if it's a face mask, it'll be a 1st down. Richards was brought down short, but it is a face mask, and it's a 1st down New Rochelle. Wow. Big break for the Huguenots.
Dario Arezzo was there very quickly on the pull. He got inside the guard.
He got it very briefly, I think, right at the start. Maybe we can see from another angle. And they're still waiting to spot the football.
Good timeout.
Got to sort things out here. 7:17 to go in the Class AA title game.
5-yard incidental face pass on a defense. Timeout, measurement.
It's a spot foul, and they'll measure for the first down.
Watch Arezzo. There's the penetration. Yep.
Yeah, the guy's looking right at him.
Yep.
And there goes the flag. Good job, as always, by the officials out there and our camera crew as well.
Oh, man, they got it by a grain of the football. Nice job.
As I spoke too soon, I figured they needed 3, but it is a spot foul. It happened back at 36. They got 5 yards on the play, and it's a first down. And New Row keeps the ball. 7:17 to play, tied at 35. And Jeff McDermott, who's shown a lot of toughness. A lot of the Huguenot players have been battling cramps throughout this game. But a very proud program. They've won 23 in a row. You look at the penalties, had a rash of them early on. Things have settled down a little bit since then. But a big one there. And it gives the Huguenots a first down at their own 41. McGee brought down quickly by Arezzo. Got about 2 yards. By the way, you know what a Huguenot is?
I'll let you tell me.
French explorer.
Yeah.
Yep, that discovered the town of New Rochelle way back when. So you learn something new every day. I kept thinking Argonaut every time I heard Huguenot. But now I know. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Huguenots. And the CBA fans making some noise. McDermott deep down the middle. Campbell had it, dropped it. That would have been a big play inside the 30 of CBA. And now it'll be a 3rd and long.
Put a little pressure on. I'm watching the wide receivers. When they're not into play, they take their time running the routes. When they're going out, they take off. And it was interesting to watch because I've been watching the last 3 or 4 plays, and I was watching Davis especially really tell when they're going to run the ball and when they're going to pass the ball. But he was open on that play, just could not bring it in. There's number 11, did such a nice job. Campbell, big down here.
3rd and 9. McDermott 7 of 10, 233. Under pressure, shovel pass complete, and just short of the first down is Davis right at midfield.
What a heads-up play that was. It's going to be about a yard short, but that was a big play.
That looked like a basketball point guard out there. A little chest pass. As Arezzo dragging him down and got it away. Another big catch by Davis, but he's almost a yard short. And New Rochelle will take a timeout to figure out what to do here. They're at midfield. 5:46 to play. Score is tied. And it really doesn't seem to matter field position-wise where either team gets the ball, so I don't know how much benefit there is if you move CBA back 20 or 30 yards versus trying to keep the football and try to run down some of this clock. What do you call here, Coach? You going to go for this one?
Yeah, I think so. I think with 5:46 left, it's... well, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, there have been very few running plays for New Rochelle that haven't gone forward.
Now, I'm just going to say that, yeah.
6'6".
Right.
You figure all he needs is a little crease to lean forward for that first down. And keeping that football away from Greg Paulus is the major goal here. As another Huguenot player down on the field getting some treatment for cramps. Justin Johnson down there getting stretched out. Jeff McDermott came in with only 40 completions all year. He's got 8 in this game. 240 yards.
So as we said at the outset, this team can pass and the other team can run.
They have shown to be as multifaceted as their coach claimed they were. Ray Rice done a lot of the damage on the ground. He is on the sidelines right now, out with a broken collarbone. And you look at Ray Rice. Got to be a helpless feeling for a guy who's figured in so many of this team's 23 wins in a row. Now he's just got to sit and watch. And they are going to go for it. 4th and 1 at the 50. 5:46 to play. Trying to draw the brothers off. Now it's McGee. Oh no, I don't think he got it. They're going to spot him short. And the brothers' defense with a big stuff up the middle.
Well, Dario Arezzo and Matthews right there in the middle. See him right there.
And that play went forward, but only about an inch.
Oh, that looks like it might be a first down. They're going to take, nope.
They needed to get to the 49 almost.
Couldn't have been close. They didn't even measure it.
And the CBA defense holds. Looks like they're going to just try and draw them off with a hard count and look for the penalty.
Conversely, CBA was trying to get them to go by making movement along the line. You see right here, there's the, right now he's still moving. Right, if he was stopped initially, I think he might have had it, but he just kept moving after that first hit, which is a credit to him, but I think he lost it after that second effort.
Dario Arezzo, big defensive play, and the brothers have the ball back at midfield. 5:39 to play, tied at 35. Williams wide open and out of bounds after pickup of 7 down to the 43. His 9th catch of the game.
They're giving him pretty big cushion, and he just he'll take it, and they'll nickel and dime you down here, and that isn't exactly nickel and dime when you get 8 yards, but it's not the big home run. They don't want to give up the home run, but he'll just keep throwing those outs to Williams. Watch Williams just doing it out. Look at the cushion, 8, 9 yards. He just steps up, picks up 6 or 7.
Boyko bouncing off tacklers. He got a first down to the 40. Well, he's right on the 40.
Another timeout here.
And they're going to have to bring the chains out. Where he landed looked like a first down. They're spotting it right at the marker. 5:18 to play. Tie game. Could have asked for much more than this on either side.
This is a great game. I mean, this came as advertised, and Casamento told me I think people get their money's worth, and it was $8. Believe me, it was worth it.
Stretch out the chains, and wow, by about a link.
Nice short, yeah. I'm telling you, he's got to put a credit card in there.
Look at that. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I know.
And still no signal. Well, is he or isn't he?
You got to get one of those levelers with the little red, right? The laser.
Well, you can't get much shorter than that. As far as the third down play goes. And the third down marker almost right on top of the chain over there. On the far side, and it'll be third. Can you call it less than an inch?
Yeah.
I like Boyko.
He just got it.
Not by much.
I'm sure they don't want Paul to get hit. I would have just had the quarterback take it.
And he's across the 40 now, so that'll be a first down. Just under 5 minutes to go. First down, CBA at the 40.
Every time he comes over to Casamento, every time Paulus comes over, gets the play, goes back in, and then sometimes he makes the adjustment on the field. Joe told me he'll make the adjustment out on the field himself, and he's done that a couple times and got a touchdown out of it. There's a key for New Rochelle back there. David Richards, one of the defensive backs.
Paulus under pressure, down it goes. Jeff McDermott, big sack.
Big sack.
Didn't really see it coming, and McDermott, who's the quarterback, is also their best quarterback rusher. It's his 7th sack of the year.
Well, 6'6", boy, he gets in your face. Yeah, he was gonna look him off, and then a great job by McDermott, bring him down.
And McDermott seems like he's back up to full speed after battling those leg cramps. 2nd and 24 now for the Brothers. Williams open again. Good move. Spins out of a tackle, and Williams
First down.
right down to the 30, and he might be about a half a yard short. But a great effort by Williams. His 10th catch of the game.
Spot is a little short.
And how does Williams keep coming up with 10 catches, 12 catches a game?
He's amazing.
You would think that he would draw a lot of attention, the numbers he's putting up.
Well, you got Lobdell at 6'3". They're worried about him. He's only 6 foot, but and Lobdell's probably a tad faster, but he's the guy. He's the man.
He's productive. There you see it, 10 catches. He's got 102 catches for the season. And there's number 11. And that's a first down as Williams fights down to the 27, close to the 26. As we head under 3 minutes to go in this game.
Lee on the tackle.
Glenroy Lee has been a force for the Huguenots.
This is just a long handoff, and he breaks the tackle, breaks the tackle, breaks the tackle, but not the ankle. Down he goes as Lee works his way down his body.
Another first down catch for Williams, and Glenroy Lee, leading tackler on his team. Gets another one. Here's McDowell on the end around. And if he gets the corner, look out. McDowell, touchdown CBA. "27 yards, and the Brothers have the lead back. He's been a little quiet today.
Yes, he has. He's been a little quiet because he's been very loud in the games up till now in terms of performance. But you're right, he's been a little quiet. But you know what? He'll trade them all for that end around.
Got some great blocking on the corner. And once he got around the corner, that was all she wrote. Extra point is up.
No good.
And no good. And that draws a gasp from the CBA crowd, as now it's only a 6-point lead. So New Rochelle can win it with a touchdown and extra point. And a little less breathing room for the Brothers now, but big touchdown drive after the defense held on 4th and 1. Got the ball back, and Paulus and the Brothers get in there again. They're averaging 48 a game coming into this game, and they're up to 41 now.
Boyko did a nice job of blocking on the outside along with Estabrook. But that extra point, that could be big. That could be real big. There you saw the block by Estabrook.
And Estabrook had been almost automatic on those extra points.
Yeah, just faded left.
Oh, boys. As a coach or as anybody down there, you just hate to see that. It just 6 does not feel as good as 7, obviously, because you'd hate to face the situation of losing on a point after.
New Rochelle has no timeouts left, by the way.
And that could come back to haunt them a little bit, as the Brothers defense is going to be asked to hold the line one more time. 2:50 to go. Richards bobbles the kick. And Richards going to be swarmed under at the 20.
Give him a long field again. The special teams and the kickoff team have done their job, making them go the whole 80 yards. The scoreboard clock shows no timeouts.
And they've got 2:42. Plenty of time for Coach DiRienzo's team, who, as I said before, their closest game to date has been a 28-point win. So we talked about unfamiliar territory for the Brothers, trailing at halftime. This is new ground also for New Rochelle. 8 plays, 50 yards on the go-ahead touchdown drive. And another rushing touchdown for the Brothers. LeVar Liddell. First and 10 at the 21. Over the middle, caught. Nice catch by Richards. First down to the 32-yard line.
That'll stop the clock. Just a little right over the middle.
And they were bringing the linebackers again.
Yep, they're trying to put pressure on him. That's a good idea. Because they'll give up the short one. They don't want to give up the long one. And if you got to wait for 4 seconds for your guys to clear long, hopefully they're going to be able to get you with a linebacker. That's the philosophy.
And McDermott may be changing the play. Quick out, Justin Johnson. Brought down across the 40. Close to another first down. He's about a yard short. 2:12 and counting in this game. Another quick out through the hands of Johnson. It'll be third and a yard and a half. 1:56 on the clock. The Huguenots' 23-game winning streak in jeopardy.
Suppose you can run for the first down, but then you're not going to be able to stop the clock. So
CBA 27 points here in the second half, doubling their total from the first half. And their defense doing a pretty good job on New Rochelle as well. Third and a yard and a half. Richards, no, he dropped it. Looked like a first down, but Richards can't hang on, and it's fourth and a yard and a half. And this is virtually the ball game here for New Rochelle and for the CBA Brothers. One defensive stop away from wrapping up that state title. And no timeouts for New Rochelle to talk about it. So they'll rely on their senior quarterback, Greg McDermott. 0 of 1 on fourth down. This time McDermott got it.
Stop the clock while they set the chains.
Tough run by Jeff McDermott. Keeps the football and keeps the Huguenots' hopes alive. 1:49 to go, first down.
Yeah, just
43.
Just chucked it and did the smart thing, stretched the 6'6" frame out. They're going to snap the ball as soon as the referees put it in play and start the clock. Better get out of the way.
And McDermott spikes the football. You look at the total yards, and they have evened out. 925 yards of offense in this game. And it has been a thriller. 41-35 CBA with 1:47 to play. And the Huguenots 57 yards from tying this up.
This is the one, if the guy gets behind you, just tackle him. Because you know what? It's going to save us the game. You might as well hold them.
Over the middle. Incomplete. It was overthrown. Johnson looking for a flag. Not going to get one. And it's second and 10. Third and 10, actually. They spiked it on first down.
Well, you got your nickel back in. You got Greenkey in here. Watch Greenkey. Greenkey kind of riding his... That was a good call. Good no call. He just ran into the other linebacker. So they still got to get a first down now if they want to keep this going. It's third and 10. Obviously, they got 2 tries to get it. Lobdell better watch himself out there. He's out on an island there, one-on-one.
Nervous time for New Rochelle. Third and 10. McDermott over the middle, intercepted Bruce Williams. Out of bounds inside the 40. Late flags come down, but after the interception, and the Brothers are going to have a chance to run this clock out. Think he's got a shot at player of the game?
He certainly does, in my book. I don't know if it's going to be block in the back or a clip on the run back.
Well, the CBA defense put to the test, coming up with a couple of big stops in the fourth quarter, and it's a hold on the return.
Holding after change of possession. First down.
She's throwing a straight drop, looking over the middle. Lots of bodies in the middle there. And if it's overthrown, I was going to say, if it's overthrown, Williams playing center field, that's trouble.
Greg Davis went about as high as he could to try and bring that football down, but just a little too tall. And the CBA Brothers have 1:34 on the clock to run down for their first state football title. Only their second season at the AA level, and about to do something that no Section 3 team in AA has ever done before, and that's win it all.
And you know, they had a right to be frustrated. They've had a couple of situations. They had the ball in the red zone 4 times in the first half, only scored 2. And they fumbled and had a pick.
And their defense had been on its heels for most of this game. But they finally found some answers, and of course one of those is probably got a little help that Ray Rice has been on the sidelines since the third quarter, went out with a broken collarbone, and certainly a large element of the New Rochelle offense has been missing. And now Greg Paulus going to run down the clock and take home his first state football title, and then get to work trying to win a state basketball title as well. Big smile from Paulus. Amazing kid. Under all the pressure and all the hype about Greg Paulus, all the expectations, and he really holds up well. He's a very nice young man.
He is a nice kid, and that's nice to see. You know, when we did a couple of their games early, he's always made a point, would come over and say hello. He talked to all the kids at CBA. He's one of those guys. You know, you don't see many of them anymore, but he is one, and he's got a couple of knee takings away from getting the running the clock out, and getting them this ball game.
Well, you know, anybody that can put the Duke Blue Devil basketball team on hold to win a state football title, I guess he knew what he was doing, and that single-mindedness is paying off for Greg Paulus. And he has one more snap from clinching the state football title for the CBA Brothers. And a few thousand CBA fans very appreciative of that.
They don't even have to come out.
And maybe they're not even going to make him snap it.
Oh, there's a penalty.
And let the clock run down. Even though the clock really wasn't running, was it?
I didn't even see it.
Red ball, delay game.
Okay, this drive, they've gone backwards.
Yep. Something to talk about in the locker room. 10 seconds on the clock, and there it is. Greg Paulus and the CBA Brothers are state champions. They finished the year 13-0. A 41-35 comeback win over the defending AA champions. And reason to celebrate for the brothers. And a big sigh of relief for Greg Paulus, giving his head coach a big hug. He's got to be a little bit emotional too now, because they'll realize that this is it for both sides. That's it. Season's over.
Could be his last football game ever. Organized variety.
And congratulations also to the New Rochelle Huguenots. A terrific run. And they had a 2-touchdown lead here in this state championship game before the bottom dropped out.
Lost their star.
Ray Rice went down with a broken collarbone. And they still fought back to take the lead one last time at 35-28. But the brothers, a valiant comeback, up to the challenge. And they are the champions of Class AA.
You know, they did a nice job of protecting. I thought the first quarter they were going to have some problems. Good speed of the Huguenots defensively, but they made some adjustments and did a nice job of blocking and protecting Paulus because he was the franchise. He was the guy that pulls the trigger, and they did a nice job of protecting him and let him do what he can do.
All season long, we've been asking the question, is this the year for the CBA Brothers? Well, now we've got the answer. The Brothers are state football champions in 2004. And Greg Paulus closes out his brilliant high school career with the only trophy he didn't have, a state championship. And Joe Casamento in his 6th season at CBA wins it all. When he got there, they were a Class B team. And now they're the champions of the highest level of football in New York State. What a game, though.
Oh, I'm telling you.
We were hoping and wondering what we're going to get, and we got a great one. And head coach Joe Casamento is with our Dan Liedtke.
Thank you. Season started way back August 17th. We reached the pinnacle. Tell us about it, how great it feels.
I'm so proud of these kids. Actually, this season started 4 years ago. This senior class has led us and worked so hard. I'm just so proud of the CBA family, the parents, the coaches, everybody's just held us together, and we fought and fought and fought, and we just beat one of the best teams I've ever seen.
You deserve it, Coach. Great job. We'll send it back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Dan. And Bruce Williams, monster game. He had 3 touchdown catches and the clinching interception, and he also closes out his brilliant high school career with a whole handful of records and a state championship. And LeVar Lebdell also, another senior. They graduate 9 seniors on offense, and certainly some big holes to fill, but right now it's just time to celebrate and reflect on what they've done this season. A remarkable season of football for the CBA Brothers, and it comes to an end with a state championship. And there's the New Rochelle head coach, Lou DiRienzo, who had won 23 in a row until this afternoon, and all he could do is really tip his hat, right? Let's go back downstairs to Dan Liedtke.
Well, I had Greg Paulus, but Team Prairie, he had to run over and jump in. We'll grab him here in a second.
All right, we'll come back to you in a second. And again, Huguenots, just tip your hat. They lost to a terrific football team, maybe the best in New York State high school history. Brothers have won it. We'll be back to wrap things up here at the Dome. Back at the Carrier Dome, CBA Brothers are celebrating their first state football championship, 41-35 over the New Rochelle Huguenots. Let's go back downstairs. Dan Liedtke's got a guess.
Thank you, Mark. Here with Greg Paulus. Could you have written a better scenario to end this football game?
It was unbelievable. I mean, it was 2 great teams going at it. You know, it felt like it was, whoever got the ball last, but, I can't even describe it. It's just unbelievable, and we're really happy to come out on top.
Defense came up big, and boy, down the stretch you made some quality throws, and it's nice to have number 5 to throw to.
Our defense was unbelievable. They got that stop when we were down 14-7, and we kept fighting, and that's what our coach told us in halftime. No matter how much you get down, just keep fighting, and it'll come out in the end.
How do you feel about your last football game here in Syracuse in the Dome?
It couldn't get any better than this. To go out as a senior, to win it with my team, it's been an unbelievable ride, and I'm just glad that we won it.
Greg, thank you. You deserve it. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Send it back upstairs.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Greg. And now Greg, on Monday, will get back to work on the high school basketball court, as the Brothers will welcome him to hoop practice. But right now, it's celebration time for the CBA Brothers. State champions, 41-35 over top-ranked New Rochelle. Back one more time, wrap things up here at the Dome. The award ceremony going on at midfield as the Brothers have won the state football championship, 41-35 over New Rochelle. Let's go down to Dan Liedtke one more time for our players of the game.
What a great game. The Kinney Drugs players of the game this week. For New Rochelle, Ray Rice, and for the CBA Brothers, Bruce Williams. In addition to recognizing great student athletes, Kinney Drugs is making a $100 contribution in Ray Rice and Bruce Williams' names to each team's booster clubs. Kinney Drugs, a century of caring. And before Ray Rice departed that game, and with his broken collarbone, 20 carries, 112 yards, and 3 touchdowns. A great effort on the ground for the New Rochelle back. And for the brothers, Bruce Williams, what can you say? 11 catches, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns, then his interception sealed the deal for the brothers. Great effort. And that's the Kinney Drugs Players of the Game. You see the celebration continuing at midfield. And we'll return to the Carrier Dome to wrap this up. The final score, CBA 41, New Rochelle 35. You're watching high school football on Time Warner Sports.
Congratulations on a terrific run for New Rochelle, but their 23-game win streak comes to an end in the Class AA State Championship game. CBA Brothers 41, New Rochelle 35 for all the marbles for Joe Casamento. Now let's look at some final numbers. And there's a lot of numbers out there, a lot of offense in this game.
Well, yeah, when you got 468 to 449 and the losing team has 468, it tells you saw some offense. Time of possession at one point was ridiculously in favor of the Huguenots, but obviously it's evened up. You look at the first downs, really look at the rushing though. 96 for CBA, 353 passing, whereas you got a nice balance, 207 to 261 for the Huguenots. And we talked about McDermott being able to throw. He certainly was able to throw, kept them in the game. And when Ray Rice got hurt, he came back and started throwing the football. Excellent.
So Section 3 comes up big again. They've won the Class D State Championship of 2004 and now the Class AA Championship as well. And the CBA Brothers finished the year 13-0. Can't get much better than that. And their first state football championship. Congratulations to the brothers. And now it's time for some basketball. High school football's over. Let's hit the hardwood. Girls basketball coming up Tuesday night. Tully and Bishop Grimes. 7 o'clock start coming up next Tuesday. College basketball as well. Back here at the Carrier Dome, the Orange. Back home to host St. Bonaventure. That's a 7 o'clock tip on Time Warner Sports 26 next Wednesday. I want to make sure we give our thanks to our producer-director, Jeff Steyer, Statman, Bob J, and Scotty over there. Class A camera crew, outstanding group in the truck. Doug Logan, the GM of Time Warner Sports. Thank you all sincerely for a fantastic football season. It's been my privilege to be here with you. And now we're looking forward to hoops. For Dan Leake on the sidelines and Dale Drypolcher, I'm Mark Larson saying so long from the Carrier Dome as the brothers celebrate the AA State Championship 41-35 over New Rochelle.